over.
Game over, man. Game over. Fuck. What the fuck? Fuck. Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking. How did you two fucking. Fuck. Fuck. Why didn't somebody tell me my ass was so big?
No, you fool. We're following orders.
Try to relax your anus.
I want these people segregated. Show me child pornography.
Do not come.
Oh! 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 Is that your feet?
I'm a 50 terabyte self-evolving neural network double backflip off the high platform.
I spent my entire life attending the nation's most prestigious schools to talk about kosher violence.
This is real life with consequences you take to the grave.
Welcome, everybody. Let's start a show. Hey, how you doing? Oh, whoa, Jesus. What do we got to get the lights balanced? Because that's not... Oh, wait, you know what? I bet this will fix a lot of it. How we doing there? Is that better or where's better? Ha, got it. Nailed it. Tree Man saying, hey, John. Hey, Tree Man, good to see you. Welcome, everybody, on the YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, all the chats. Good to have you. I would have a better title and description up, but I got distracted with my daughter, and then right before the show, she came down and made cookies. She made me cookies. I got cookies for my kid. Isn't that cool? She had a day off, and now I'm going to get fat off of 3 cookies. Alrighty, mediocre personality saying, anyone else get excited when it's Johnny time? Yeah, I get excited when it's Johnny time. I love doing this show. I also like working on Aaron's show, which made this morning interesting because it was, I would say anyone watching could say, not the usual affair on the show, but there was a weird, there was a weird way the internet, particularly one person, responded to it, and I got awful chuckly when I saw people responding to comments. There was one person again who had to post parts of that show like just out of context, like Aaron's quote with like a timestamp, like it's a biblical thing. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay. And I checked that, and this is partially why I'm late. I went in a rabbit hole and I was like, what is this? What does this person do? Because they have their own channel. Their own channel is literally just showing clips. They don't even talk on them. They show you, they present you moments. It's like, oh, okay. That's the thing. Anyhow, what kind did she make? She made sugar cookies. They were sugar cookies with the little bunnies in them. They're little bunny sugar cookies. So it you know, she did the best she could. They were pre-made. I don't know. Are they even cut at that point? Do they just come in a log? I don't know. But she made the cookies and she had to deliver them. She knew I had to do a show, so she came walking downstairs and her grandmother was like, "Remember, you need to be quick because Daddy has to do a show." And she's like, "Hi, Daddy. Are you doing a show?" And I'm like, "Yes, baby, I'm doing a show." She's like, "I made you cookies." And I'm like, "Thank you, baby." And I hadn't eaten them yet because she didn't get to stay, but They are delicious sugar cookies. So love that kid. Here's Johnny. How's it going, sir, today? Here's Diddy being more creepy with Justin Bieber. We have more creepy with Justin Bieber?
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Okay, so
Nah. Phenomenon nah QAnon.
I mean, does that count? Kind of got to go to the judges. Do I got to for the... Because he... not really. We'll slide it. But we do have to ring the cowbell for, again, 29 months subscribed to this program. I would think somebody would, like if your receipts at the end of your life are judged, probably going to be a negative mark on the book. I'm sorry, but thank you for supporting the show. 29 months for Rusty Grammar. Thank you so much. Cowbell coming in. Hey-o. All right, thank you for that. And Mikey Two Milks jumping in. Good to see you, Mikey. We've got the Rumble chat up, although there is not a lot of action over on Rumble thus far. But if you want to get in on the show, the chat is the best way to go. It's right there. So we'll be doing our show for another 3.5 hours, and it'll be a whole bunch of fun. I haven't even existed for 29 months, says Nash Albertson. Really? So you're saying I'm talking to a 2-year-old? I haven't even existed for 29 months. That's a weird one. If you haven't even existed, that doesn't even mean born. That just means existed. So there's 9, so then the 20. So that's just under 2 months. That's weird. That is strange. So I'm speaking to a baby. Odd. Normally, I would say as a young person, you should not watch a program like this. I mark all of my content as adult because it's stupid, it's childish, yes, but it does deal with adult themes and subjects, so we don't want to just have random people coming up in here expecting some happy-go-lucky show of, hey, let's paint the flowers. I'm like, and these damn are ruining everything. Like, it's going to kill a lot of momentum. Holy shit, we're close to a hype train. I didn't even see that, so let me announce that if anyone gives a shit. There is 3 minutes to push a hype train. If we want to do that, cool. Supporting the show is always awesome. It always helps. We got
Cheer 100.
Here comes a train, a busy little train.
I guess that takes the if part out. There's a lot less if when they just...
The grandpas and the grannies, everyone's aboard on the 809.
Where's my
Here
thing?
comes a train, and here comes driver 10.
Oh, it's already ready.
Hey! Here it comes, here it comes, here comes the train today. Here comes a train!
Holy Jesus, I didn't even get anything out of that. That's not good. This is a lot harder to do when you use a 1. I'm going to be honest. Thank you. 75% of the way through level 1 of the hype train. That's nice. Nice. Holy cow. Over 2 years now. Yes, Bud Britches. Over 2 years for you as well. I have to, that's not the one we're drinking.
Guess what?
What?
I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
I got to start answering that like Lana from Archer. Guess what? What? All right, anyways, Lab Glass gifting a sub to TW Corvus, I'm going to say. TW Corvus. 5% into level 2. Cowbell coming in for TW Corvus on behalf of Lab Glass. Thank you so much. Hey-o. Nash Albertson saying never liked one-hitters. I'm not a big fan of one-hitters. I find them to be more of a... And there goes the stupid grip again. I find them to be more of a utility than an enjoyable piece. I'm down to smoking a brick of keef, so that's what we have. That's why this is about preserving what we have. Landers 83 jumping in first one on the Rumble. My dream was to eventually meet Don Knotts and finger bang him, but alas. That is a strange dream. Finger banged on nuts. I mean, you got to have goals. All right. I said I wasn't going to, like, burn through my stuff really fast and smoke it with my bong, but this is taking goddamn forever, and that stupid effing brick in that one he won't light, so we're going to use it this way. We're going to use it this way for the hype train. Number 2 on the hype train, and then we can start a show. Jesus, I got to get going. I'm turning into a procrastinator. Who? No. See, that's a better hype train hit. You know, that's worthy. Oh, God. And now I have to not die. The other half of the equation. All right, so the show's all loaded up. So the great news is we can literally just start this bitch now that everybody's kind of gotten their things going. If you want to support the show on Twitch today especially, right now is the best time since we have the hype train thing happening. Always the best time to throw in when those are going. And other than that, I would say I got to get a couple more stickers aimable. I actually, who is it? Trucker 18 Wheeler, somebody in the show. I owe somebody an apology for the whole like, oh, aimable stickers, and I took it away, like I took it off then and there, and I'm like, I'm gonna bring them back after I look into them. I shouldn't have been as hard on that because they are a lot of fun. I just maybe should have overlooked them after the show and just kind of tightened it up a bit. Because that bit we did the other day with Melton, oh, man. Oh, that was fun. Anyways, or was that yesterday? Fuck if I remember. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started on all the stuff that we have. The first one is are we doing, is this live? Oh, it was live. Okay. So that's not it. Are we doing watch live for this one? Please don't tell me we're going to do watch live. Briefing on the bridge collapse.
To ensure that this did not happen. But I'm willing to hear where we are in the investigation and making sure that the investigation actually finishes before I make a final justification.
Sure. I'm curious to get any update you might have on the search and rescue.
That's interesting. That's really cool. How did they get it to do that? They blocked it out on my screen. You can see everything but what I'm looking at. Huh. See, now we go back to the thing again. Blocked out on yours. It's blacked out. Strange. Weird. All right. So, there was this. Was this, I feel like this one wasn't the live one either. So how many live update things did I have? Ukraine destroying Starlink. Okay. All right. How long is this? This is live, but it does not.
We'll make some remarks about today's.
Yeah, the stream has ended.
On all of that information, what I can tell you is a search and rescue is still underway. So we are very hopeful.
Dude.
And again, our thoughts are with the family.
Meg Ryan still gets work? I didn't know she was in this movie.
6 a.m. And we are standing back to allow the
all right, the hype train ending at level 2 there, 4%.
Their search and rescue operation.
Thank you so much. Very, very much appreciate that. Horrible pause for you, ma'am. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. It wasn't intentional. But level 2 there, finished. Saint Caesar, do more proof of Diddy being a diddler I sent in. Sane, you're a mod and all and everything, but I feel like it's not like it's a vending machine, you know? And even so, in the case of a vending machine, there's like coins go in and then you make a request. Like, I get it. It's in there. We're going to... Oh, now. Are we alive? I don't know. Are we black? I can't tell, says Lab Glass. Again, yeah, I found it funny that they blacked that out. So it looks like 6 people are dead. The search is still going for more, or the search is going for 6 people. Excuse me. The search is ongoing for 6 people. Some more facts and details about the situation have come out, and presumably I think she covers them randomly in this, but I don't know where in the 20 minutes.
Information from the command post. There is a lot of information that we can begin to collect. We have a team of 24 on
Okay,
scene,
so I guess, all right, we'll give you the cliff notes because this lady's going to take a hot minute. Again, Meg Ryan, you've had better days. So 6 people are still being searched for, presumed dead, I think. Jesus, tone down the laser blaster, Kitty Trooper. Thank you, Wilma. Thank you for supporting the show. Atomic Ray, my dream is to be finger banged. Oh, wait, no, finger banged. It's nice to see other folks have some solid dreams, says Landers. The Rumble chat apparently sharing their dreams. If you have a dream, I guess Rumble is where you want to be. Share that dream, which for Atomic Ray is to be finger banged, and for Landers was to meet Don Knotts and finger bang him. Again, just... So, like, was Don into that, or are you just hoping... I just figure when I meet the guy, I'll get things off on the right foot and he'll let me finger pop him. You know what I mean? Hey, Don, bend over. I'm going to check your prostate. Oh, no. 2 survived, which is amazing. 1 uninjured somehow. Like uninjured and totally dry? I mean, what do you mean by uninjured? 1 completely uninjured? That I do not believe. But some of the facts we do know. The boat apparently was having power issues and lost power before everything happened. And there was a mayday and a distress sent out. So the bridge was, traffic was like stopped and the bridge was held up a bit. So as few people were hurt as possible. And that actually concerns me. Because I think if I can find it, let's see if it's on X. Oh, this is oh, by the way, your big proof of Diddy is an old clip of him with with Kid Bieber. So it's not really like, hey guys, I've got the scoop that nobody knows. No, you just like, hey, look, he was hanging out with Justin Bieber, and it seems weird. But we'll, I don't know, give that a second. Where's my thingamajig? Oh, that's there somewhere. Twitter. All right, twitter.com. I gotta see if I can find this fucking thing really, really quick, because it was from the Baltimore thing. It was in my feed, so it means it's probably not. Oh, Royce Lopez's thing. I was going to say, I was like, why do I have a Crowder thing in mind? All right. Yeah, don't care. What the is that? That is not okay. That is not okay. Oh my God. You know what? That is not okay, and we're copying the video address. That can't be right. Okay, where is this thing with the bridge? The bridge thing. The bridge. Oh, here it is. State of emergency. Okay, so this is going to kind of... Here we go. So we've seen this video, right? Now, what's really, really weird is that. And I had it from a different angle, and when you see it from a different angle, it's actually a lot clearer. The boat was moving relatively straight without power. Like, it wasn't going the wrong way. it wasn't heading towards this embankment or structure, whatever you want to call it, the support. It wasn't heading towards that. The boat's power came back on and it started veering towards this. After the power comes back on, the boat starts veering towards here. It's not until the boat's power comes back on. See, at this point, the boat's moving straight. Now the power's on. Now it's going really hard over this way. Like it's aiming for it. I mean, you could say it's not. But now, the power's out now. Oh, the power's out now that it's heading for, the power's back on. It's heading for it even more now. The power is going to go out? No? Okay, the power's fine. The power's fine. The bridge is fine. And the bridge is not fine. I don't believe it, man. I don't think it was an accident. All right? Call me a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist, but especially the other angle. I got to find the other angle. The other angle I saw it from, when you see it more like straight on, the boat, if the power had never come back on, the boat would have just gone through here and all's fair, love and war. This is where things go screwy. The boat's power came back on and it immediately started. Diversity hire captain. Oh, no. This thing is not even an American boat. It's out of I don't even remember where. It's out of somewhere else. It's got a spotty record. It's the perfect fall guy. It's the perfect scapegoat. It's a false flag boat. It's out of the country of never existed, out of the land of the CIA basement. It's a false flag. It's goddamn up. And it's turning the water gay, and they're going to use it to destroy the economy in Baltimore. I'm not going to stand for it. They're destroying the port of Baltimore, and I'm not going to stand by it. Goddamn it, I'm an American. I care about this country. But yes, MSNBC be like, it's Trump's fault. I don't know how this could be Trump's fault. You literally can't blame this on Trump or Biden unless the government was actually behind it. Because, again, the boat is, like, out of another country, like Uganda or some shit. It's a shady shipping boat out of a shady shipping company that was supposed to go to Zimbabwe or something. So, again, presuming that this incident never happened, this boat would never again necessarily reach our shores, is kind of the idea. But weird that that's what happened. Weird. Again, power came on right here. You got the whole bridge, homie. And then once it's locked in, then the power went out again. Oops-a-doodles. Thank God it jumped back on at the last minute. That'll get her. I think this is going to work out. Nope. Guess not. And down goes the bridge. Now, the worst part about this is that since this has happened, the port of, I was about to say the port of Miami, the port of Baltimore is currently closed. Like shut. Like 30 some odd, 40 some odd vessels are locked in the port, in the harbor, unable to leave. Some 30 or 40 are scheduled, slated to arrive that are going to have to reroute or whatever. It's going to have very long-lasting effects. It's very, very interesting that this crippling hit to our infrastructure happened right now. Huh. Just so weird. So weird. Good Patsy with prior accidents, right? Landers got it. Good Patsy with prior accidents. Donald Trump actually bombarded the ship and snapped the captain's neck. It's all election interference. All right, we're gonna go on this boat, and we're gonna sink a bridge to stop China. I don't see that. Again, I don't even see Biden being involved unless, like I said, the thing was a government hit to kind of do. Again, I don't know what the overall aim would be, but yeah, like I said, it definitely looks, as I love to say, hinky. It looks hinky, man. That looks hinky. What the? I don't even want to know what that is. Oh, Jesus. I might have to use that on... Oh, I'm sorry. I can't share that. Otherwise, I would, and everybody would have a good laugh. All right. I can't find the other video, though, so I should stop dicking around on there. I need to know the boat's call numbers before I can point fingers, just like the cargo ship that was lodged in the Suez Canal a few years ago, full of shipping containers. The boat's number was H3RC. What does that have to do with anything, Rusty Grammar? The government would not harm its own citizens, you fucking marks, has fallen the grave. Right. And 9/11 totally wasn't allowed to happen. Oh boy. Let's close that out. I can't have Twitter open, especially when I saw that again, that's just a fun clip for me. Is there any audio to this? No audio? Oh, that's a shame. Fun viral vids, and that one's called Gravity Doing Its Job. It's about a pretty lady in a what is those? One of those amusement park rides, and that was funny. All right, so we'll get done. The bridge collapsed. We have 24 experts, right? And TSB is standing back to allow the Coast Guard to continue search and rescue efforts. All right, so we got nothing else. All right. That's it for the boat thing. Enough about the boat. Evergreen also being her CIA codename. Wait a minute, what? Hillary Rodham Clinton. Oh. Johnny, I'm glad you finally exhaled. You looked red as hell on Steel Toe. We are not impressed that you can hold your breath like a little kid. Oh, that one. Where's that one in here? I can't. Oh, Pastor Aristocox. Okay, it's Pastor Aristocox. I'm sorry I looked all red-faced this morning. I wasn't holding my breath. I did a pot. I'm kind of impressed, says Bobby Bologna. Well, you know what? There we go. 911. I don't know. Did use the boat to distract us from his ditterling. Okay. I don't think we can tie this one quite yet to Bad Boy Films. The boat was owned by Bad Boy Films. It's all part of a conspiracy, man. It's a goddamn smokescreen so Diddy can escape persecution for the rampant sex crimes he's committed all over the globe. I'm not going to stand by, goddammit. We're going to fight this to the grave. We're going to fight him on the shore. 1776 will commence again unless you bring up that fluffed up fucking singer in front of me to answer for his crimes of sex trafficking and molesting Justin Bieber. Because, you know, those don't have to be mutually exclusive. Thank you, who is that, Wilmer, with the sticker and the 100 bits. Let's go ahead and check out this video here. Starlink is that Elon Musk contraption for the internet and everything, and it's done amazing things. A lot of people remember how Elon Musk said he was dedicating satellites more to Ukraine to be available to help them with the internet after all of this horrible stuff with the fighting started. We all called him such a hero for doing that. Well, how does Ukraine feel now that Elon Musk is also sharing those same satellites with Russia?
Ukraine's newest target is something they've long cherished themselves. Small, white, rectangular satellite internet terminals from Elon Musk's Starlink, apparently in Russian hands, and hit by Ukrainian drones. They're not supposed to be there at all, according to Musk and US sanctions.
Самая быстрая карьера Старлинка в истории Старлинков.
Here, a Russian soldier explains frontline damage to one of their Starlink units, connecting attack drones and command centers.
Антенны для спутникового интернета Starlink.
While Russia has officially denied their use, their army of crowdfunders openly flaunt Starlink.
So I guess the news for me is that Elon Musk didn't give him permission, but they have a box there. It just says Starlink on it. This is awesome. That doesn't have to be full of anything. It could be just an empty box.
Link purchases in third countries.
У нас в этом месяце получилось.
Here is one key supplier showing off store-bought drones and 5 Starlinks too.
Следующая партия поставок у нас будет больше, в количестве 30 штук.
The look on their faces does not suggest they're too confident in coming home.
Оставайтесь живыми и здоровыми, мы всегда вас поддержим.
The look on their faces does not suggest they're too confident in coming home. Right. That's no way at all your painting of the situation. This is the worst part. Like, now we can't even trust, like, the news. Be like, hey, is that what's really happening over there? Because now we don't know. Oswald was driving. What? Oswald Cobblepot? The Batman villain? I don't believe so. How does Alex feel about global warming? 87 fucking degrees here. Global warming is it's a CIA op. It's a conspiracy. It's fake. It's all to sell. It's all to sell electric cars and to push people into buying green supplies of things they don't need. It's a goddamn lie, and I'm not going to stand by and say they ruin America with this shit. I want you all to know the ducks at the park are free. You can take them home. I have 567 ducks. Jack Ruby blew up the bridge. I mean, did he? We don't know who did it. Did Diddy do it? Some people say Diddy did it. Oh, God. I don't know if I can keep going with the CNN report. Just the part of look on their faces says they're not sure they're coming home. And it's like, actually, no. That's not at all what the look on their faces. The look on their faces makes it look like they're like, all right, cool, we got some more stuff. Bobby Bologna, what didn't Diddy do? I don't know what Diddy didn't do. What did he do? But I know that Diddy didn't do the bridge, all right? And Diddy didn't do this. King Yeti, please stop. Please stop what? The Diddy thing? I'm not saying that. That's the other people. It was probably Mace. We don't hear about him anymore. I don't know. I guess we don't hear about him anymore. I don't know who that is. Might as well be Bruno. We closed at that the story. Because, again, Ukraine thing, the fucking... Just, I mean, it's really hard to ignore it at a certain point when you're leaning in that hard. The look on their faces saying they're not sure they're going to come home. Like, there's no look on their faces. They're just blank-faced staring. They're not, like, terrified. They're like, oh, we got a Starlink, but what are we going to do, boss? Like, it just, oh. Plus, let's not forget, from what I'm told by CNN and everything else, all of the Russian news stuff is all propaganda anyway. So you're telling me they made propaganda where the people are like, I don't believe what we're doing here. It's not very effective propaganda. The Diddy Do. The Diddy Do thing is not really a me thing. That's something everybody else kind of got started around me. I think starting with Aaron this morning, as he got very excited as to what did Diddy do. And actually, I think somebody said that in my chat yesterday. And I might have gotten a little crazy with it. Either way, I don't believe that I did any Diddy do stuff. But we have something entirely not Diddy related. Romeo died, must read from the mainstream news script. Well, I mean, reading from the mainstream news script is one thing, but it's just I guess if you buy that stuff, like, you'll watch that and believe it. But for me, like, I can't even finish watching the news story because I noticed that part. Like, I noticed that part where they stuck that in there to be like, and these men aren't sure they're coming home. And I'm like, I've hung out around soldiers deploying and stuff like that. Let me tell you, that's just awfully vacant expression. St. Caesar the Diddler did it. Blame South Park. South Park did do the original bit. So South Park originally did the Did He Do It bit. Did he do it? I can't wait to see the South Park episode about this one. Considering how they've treated Kanye and Diddy in the past, I can't wait to see how they treat this one. All right. Let's go ahead and go to this. I don't think the bridge was a conspiracy. Nobody gives a shit about Baltimore. Seems more like an incompetent captain. It is a possibility, Pastor Aristocox. I'm just saying, and that's why I was trying to find the other video, and F me running it if I don't want to try one last time. Screw it. If I could find that video where the boat comes back on while it's facing you. All right. If we can find it with the boat coming back on facing you. Because, again, when it's facing...
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Almost a year, hell yeah.
Yeah, Jesse Towler subscribing for 12 months. All right. Let's see if I can just search the Baltimore Bridge. Baltimore Bridge, Oh, wow. I just have to type BAL, Baltimore Bridge. Is that... I need a slow face-on video. What the heck? All right, that's a weird list of people. Okay. There's that one. That's not it. All right, is it this one? This one kind of does. Yeah, this one's the one that at least kind of shows it. Meh. All right, so they're going to start it all over again in just a second. All right, so here's the boat. It's sped up for your... See what I mean? The boat comes straight at it. The boat's doing okay, and now we're spiking over here. If the boat doesn't... If the boat keeps going straight from when the power goes out, it misses this thing entirely. It misses this altogether. Bobby Bologna saying it lost power. It lost power beforehand. That's my point. Hold on. Let's get back to the beginning of this. I'm going to be on this way too long. The power came back on here. The boat starts, again, this is sped up. The boat starts veering towards this support after the power came back on. It lost power multiple times throughout this journey. It lost power somewhere in there, and the power came back on here, and when the power came back on, it kicked on and it headed right for this thing. Power's out again. Now it's aimed for the bridge. Power's on. Notice it doesn't even try to... Yeah. Very, very last second that the power's on, it tries to go back a little bit. I don't know. Right, and it lists right into it. But it wasn't listing. That's my point. It wasn't listing before the power came back on. It was moving straight before the power came back on, and when the power came back on, it veered, and then it goes out again, continuing to veer, and now it's just boop. And bang. Just, I don't know, man. It's awfully sketcy. It was already into the turn, says Bobby. All right, you might be right. You might be right. You might be right. But it definitely seems like it goes faster once it... Okay. This was just shared under the Baltimore Bridge. It says, well, that explains it. Oh, they let Biden drive the boat. It was all Biden's fault, damn it. All right, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, so I don't know. I suspect weirdness there. This is just a fun video. All right, let's get to this one for this woman in South Carolina. Look at the butt. What do you mean, like the butt of the ship? Because it comes around and the boat's going like this, and then it's coming towards the thing, and then it goes like that, and then it goes like this. I don't... The rudder stuck, someone deliberately had the wheel turned, or the engine was running faster. Or one engine was running faster. Ooh. Any butt, says Bobby. I mean... Wait, not any butt. But yeah, I guess... You know what? You know what I know? I don't know dick about boats. So I'm talking completely out of my asshole when it comes to how this boat behaved. So I would be willing to say that, yeah, that's entirely plausible in my book. I am really easily swayed on the boat thing. Like it's not going to take much. The last time I was in a boat, it was literally a canoe. It was a canoe. That was the last boat I was ever in, and I don't think I'm going in a new one anytime soon. Look what happened the last time. Forward and aft bow and stern. The best part of having a boat is the day you sell it, says Joe Berger. Well, if the best part of having a boat is the day you sell it, then why do you buy the boat in the first place? Why do you buy the boat if the best part is getting rid of it? It seems like then you could cut to the best part by never having it and just having the money. I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't wrench on them. Oh, okay. People that buy them are often naive to how much they cost to maintain, says Toastmaster. I mean, I'm not, but that's because I lived next to someone that had a boat, so I got to learn from other people's failures and mistakes. I just got to go, yeah, that sucks. You have a boat. All right, let's let's get to this interesting little story. Now, Johnny, how's your day going, says Spy Pigeon. Day's going pretty good, man. We're hanging out. We got a little bit of support early on in the show. Awesome. Love that. Super great. We're rolling for a little bit to keep the show going. If we got a little bit of support, that would help. Always awesome. But again, we got about, what is it? We're about to be 3, so that's 2. About 2 hours, 45 minutes left in the show to hang out and have a good time. So, hey, welcome in. Who said but? I'm all ears and eyes, says Pastor Aristocox. Well, I don't have butt for you, but I do have hair. And by hair, I mean hair dryer. A lady lost her hand due to a hair dryer. And in case it's important, I guess we'll take my camera off the screen here so we can allow this lady to explain how a burn from a hair dryer resulted in needing... I get it, you burn your hand. How do you burn your hand so bad they have to amputate? The only option is Stumpville. How do we get to Stumpville?
The last thing I have recollection of is walking into the bathroom with my blow dryer, getting ready to blow dry my hair.
Mary Wilson was doing a simple thing, drying her hair in this bathroom before bed last month when her life would be changed. She suddenly passed out, but the worst injury came from the dryer itself, which was scorching her skin as she lay on top of it.
But it's blowing that hot air, and I mean, the burns on my hand were third-degree burns. They were all the way to the bone.
Her partner found her. It had maybe been 20 minutes. Mary
Oh, no. That dude is going to be so sad. Oh, man. Her partner's got to be miffed, man. If I were him, I would be so sad. Holy left channel, Batman. Yeah, it's shitty that they went to the left channel. I didn't realize that this story was going to be that way. I apologize. I just knew that it was a funny story. Well, funny. It's an odd story that I find funny about how a woman apparently burned her hand. But now so you just completely passed out? Was it from the tattoos? What about your boyfriend? Did your boyfriend do the manly thing and pick you up? That guy looks 12. That guy's her partner. If you haven't caught on the joke yet, that's not a guy.
In 20 minutes, Mary was rushed to the hospital where, due to the nerve damage, her hand and wrist were amputated.
It really kind of puts in perspective of all the other, issues that I was dealing with in my life 6 months ago are so insignificant to things that I'm having to go through now or challenges that I'm going to have.
Like relearning to wipe or finger your partner. Hey, man, but I mean, now you can stump her as opposed to fist her. Toastmaster trans. No, that doesn't need to be again, I don't know why we have to add more to that. That wasn't in the story. I was just going with the information we had available. How do you just pass out with a hairdryer? Again, I would like to know what caused the sudden blackout to fall out, passed out, landing on a hairdryer. Again, you suffered burns to your hand and wrist to the bone to the point where they had to amputate. Oh, boy. That had to smell, I would imagine. Her arm now entirely asectoid. No, dude.
After me going through in the future.
Mary says blow dryers ought to have an automatic shutoff.
Oh, God, Jesus Christ. Of course. Of course, it's not even your fault a little bit. Of course, even if all action and ability was taken out of your hands, nobody would have had a problem if they were conscious. The whole thing was you were passed out on your blow dryer. So you're saying is people that have a blow dryer that are using it on their hair, if they take too long, it should shut off automatically because, one time a person passed out on an active blow dryer. Are you serious? Are you serious? You're telling me that the rest of the world has to cope with the fact that a freak accident happened to you?
Other hot tools.
I mean, you see it with hair straighteners and flat irons. They do have that ceramic plate that once it gets to a certain temperature, it turns off.
Right. And I'm going to explain this for you since you're stupid. The reason it does that is because the device will then overheat and start to break down. The part that is warm, the part that heats up needs to stop at a certain point, you moron. You can't just have it going all the time. Whereas a hairdryer is literally a heat coil with a continual source of air blowing on it. So it's not going to overheat. It's not going to blow up. It's not going to create a problem, provided you don't. Wait, she fell asleep on her blow dryer? No, she passed out. Or something. I don't know. The blackout part was just announced and explained, or not, and never explained. The blackout part was just announced, and this is just part of the cause. Like, well, she blacked out and passed out on her hairdryer, like we all do. Toad Climbs Mountains says most already do shut off. Huh. Well, isn't that interesting? I didn't even know that, but they shouldn't have to, especially for this reason. You should not have to have, and of course, we've got all the jewelry we can put in our nose. But you shouldn't have to have that just because she got herself amputated when she blacked out. Like, dryers should have an automatic shutoff. Right, and it should only kick in when someone blacks out on top of them.
If it did, then maybe my injuries would have been so bad.
A dog groomer before the accident.
Oh, every day. I absolutely miss it. I miss the dogs. I miss the clients.
She's not sure if she'll be able to ever go back, but she's choosing to stay positive.
I'm still going to live my life to the fullest. It's just a hand. What is this, 10% of my body? It's not.
Yeah. You know what? As someone who doesn't get to walk much, nice legs. You were expecting a joke about the whole, yeah, you know, she's kind of hot. Yeah, she might be kind of hot, but she is still stumpy. And I'm pretty sure she's not single. Who is this now? So now we're being followed?
You know, this may be something that, losing my hand may be something that changes who I am, but that doesn't.
It might be something that changes who I am. Apparently not enough to not want to do a camera story where they film a needless shot of you wearing tight clothes walking down. What was the whole point of that? To be like, hey, right? Like, you would, right? Like, I mean, purple hair and only one hand, but like, I mean, if you're in a situation, any stump in a storm, you know what I mean?
I mean that it defines me on everything.
Oh, sure. Put the phone in that pocket. Why don't you put the phone in that one over there? Oh, I get it. Why are you wearing pants that tight and then trying to smuggle a phone in your ass cheek? All right? I'm sorry. We can all tell where the phone is, and quite frankly, the only one who would notice it's gone might be you, and you'd have to say, hey, stop getting so handsy. John Doe, hurry up with that cloning thing, scientists. Why, you want to clone her hand? What's flat ass? That ass ain't flat. All right, that ass is a little flat. That ass is a little flat. Wow, good God, it's the home of flat asses. Jesus. Yeah, there isn't a round rumpus in the bunch. That's just sad. That is super sad. All right, so there's that. We have that story down and in the books. I don't know how you, again, pass out to the point where nothing. Spy pigeon. Flat Earth ass. Going to knock stuff down. I need to put things in appropriate places. Wasn't I the one who was all about, like, hey, man, don't spill on your stuff. Keep your water away from your equipment. Right. I broke that rule because she brought me cookies. I love that little angel, but she's going to destroy my life. Johnny just checking out that ass. Hey, man, you know, like I said, any stump in a storm. It's been a while. I've been stumped. Maybe I just want to cuddle up one night with a nice ass to grab. You know what I mean? And have it not be my own or that of my cat. All right. So, guys, I have good news for everyone who's worried about Lyme disease. And I know most of you probably aren't. I myself very seldom was until I came close call with it. But it ended up being MS. So glad that was the thing. Lyme disease might soon be eradicated because we have not one, but 2 new vaccines, everybody. And one of them isn't even for us. And I don't know that I believe that this is actually going to, it could be a thing of the past. Really? A vaccine for Lyme disease is not currently available, but 2 scientific initiatives to fight the condition are showing promising results, with one soon to be rolled out. Oh boy. Operation Warp Speed for Lyme disease. But the interesting, one of the vaccines in question is not meant to be given to humans. Rather, it's meant to be given to the mice from which the ticks get the Lyme disease. Johns Hopkins Medicine noticed that ticks are fond of yards and wooded areas and low-growing grasslands, depending on the location. Less than 1% to more than half of the ticks in the given area are carrying Lyme disease bacteria, which they can track via biting infected whitefoot mice. Memphis-based U.S. Biologic aims to solve the epidemic by going straight to the source and vaccinating mice via food pellets, and studies have shown that the method holds promise. I mean, does it though? We tried vaccinating a whole population on the planet And what we got back to was about, I think, somewhere around maybe 10, 12% efficacy. Johnny, do you watch Red Letter Media? They do an offshoot show called Best and Worst of the videotapes they watched as a Lyme disease. Was it Lyme disease movie from the 90s? Yeah, that is a long one there, John Doe. And the short answer for me, no. Don't think I've seen that. Glass, or hear me out, kill the moose, or in this case, mice. They just want to put vaccines in food, right? They want to test how well the vaccines in food thing work, so they want so they can see how well they can start dosing all of us with it. Don't you remember the days when you could trust your food? It's getting so weird to be like, you know what? We got to start growing it all ourselves. You know, you can't trust a steak unless you killed that cow on your own. You know what I mean? Like, that's a victory meal. So basically the spray and pray method. Yeah, and it's supposed to stop the Lyme disease by affecting the mice and the ticks. But my question is, they also are mentioning a lot of this. We're not talking as much about the other vaccine that apparently is coming out. In one study, oral vaccines deposited throughout 32 residential properties in Reading, Connecticut, led to a significant decrease in infected mice, falling 24% in 1 year, and that's a big drop. The other end of the spectrum, Pfizer and French biotech company Valneva have developed a vaccine candidate that's already in phase 3 human trials, the CDC said. Hey, you know what? Maybe we should make Pfizer do some more trials for other vaccines they do. Or, I don't know, make them pay for all the damage they've done with some other ones. Has demonstrated a strong immune response, satisfactory safety profile in preclinical studies so far. As someone who's had all of their vaccinations except the mRNA experiment, I can say for certain I have zero trust in any vaccine or rollout. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really worried about it. I don't trust vaccines anymore. Calm down, Johnny. She's a gash master. Who's a gash master? I don't know what we're talking about. Who's a gash master? I need to know. Have I met this lady? Spraying more vaccines. In I Am Legend, they tried to cure cancer, and look what happened there. Right? That vaccine was so helpful. Fallen the Great, I was behind in the chat. Again, well then who's the gash master? I'm still curious about the gash master. Calm down, Johnny. She's a gas master. A gash master? Who's the gash master? Sounds like a lady I'd like to know. Laugh track for the vaccine, 500 channel points away, says St. Caesar. Well, good to know. Good to know. Stubby. Oh, well. Stumpy Longstocking. Oh, come on. This lady suffered a horrible, how could you? A horrible injury. Because she blacked out. Again, why did that happen? Is there no discussion about what caused the random passing out on the blow dryer? I've blacked out and hit the floor once in my life. And I can be 110% certain I know exactly why that happened. But I wouldn't blame anything that happened as a result of the fall or thereafter. Like, oh, well, clearly it's obviously the wall's fault. It wasn't softer. I would like to file a complaint with the carpet. It should be ready to receive a body at any point in time. I'm sorry. They said lump. Like Bobby Bologna said lump. And now I can't get it out of my head. She's lump. She's lump. She's lump. She's in my head. She's lump. She's lump. She's lump. Her hand is dead.
It doesn't work for me. I gotta have more cowbell.
Thank you. Who was that? Why did I get a cowbell thing? out of nowhere. I'm betting it was Crystal Vortex 21. Are you a Final Fantasy fan? This isn't a game show. This is a game show, actually. This is a game show. We have a bunch of different topics. Right now, we're on an interesting one, and the topic we're on is, to quote our former host,
show me child pornography.
So, but let's be clear. I love video games. I love the Final Fantasy VII stuff, and it's all super duper cool in my book. But for a majority of our audience members, they might see this kind of, and we're not really talking about it at the moment. So I appreciate your input. Thank you so much. We're gonna keep going. What's the other thing? My daughter has Lyme disease. It puts her down when it flares up. I'm sorry to hear that, Chevy JB. I hope the vaccine thing is helpful for people with Lyme disease. I'm just saying, for me, whenever they're like, hey, we're rolling out a new vaccine, and I'm like, and now I'm concerned. And like I said, the going after the ticks is an interesting way of doing it. But Johnny, did you see how that bridge fell apart like a set of Legos? Well, Spy Pigeon, it's simple physics, man. The supports on the bridge are very, very crucial. You can't just remove them. And when you do, well, you saw what happens. So, but yes, Spy Pigeon, it did fall apart all rickety-rackety-like. But again, that's what happens when you take out one of the main supports of a bridge. It's just physics, whatever. All right, do we really want to talk about this or not? Actually, you know what, Crystal Vortex, you might be here just in time. This might be a piece of news you give a shit about. I was going to talk about it for a little bit because it's a piece of news I kind of give a shit about. And I don't know how other people feel, but we'll find out. Breaking news, Seth Rogen will be officially penning and producing an R-rated Venom animated project for Sony Pictures Animation. And I think collectively us as a group are going, again, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't trust Seth Rogen. Stay away from Venom. I like Venom. The Boys ended up being a good show. Yeah, you produced that. Great. Stay out of this one. Just don't get involved. Just don't touch the one cool Spider-Man character that I like. The rest of them are stupid and lame. Just stay out of it. I don't need shooting jokes in Venom, says Fallen. Remember the Green Hornet just saying, yeah. So for all the people that are like, this could be awesome because of The Boys and Invincible, and it's like, yeah, but The Boys and Invincible, again, were a subject material that he didn't really do anything to or with. He just produced it. The whole writing thing and being involved in it that much, yeah, no, don't do that. Don't put Seth Rogen in charge of writing Venom and Venom jokes and humor, because it's going to get, I don't want it to get stupidly liberal and talk about stupid shit about like how people see me and who I really am. Like, I don't want to have to talk about identities and virtue signaling bullshit in a movie. I want to be able to enjoy it, and I worry that if he gets in there, it'll go that way. For that, it really better not. There's a little of that, and by little, I mean fair amount in The Boys as is, but it was just like, oh, I at least could overlook it and enjoy just the hilarity of the show. But yeah, so it's very, very scary, in my opinion, that Seth Rogen is being trusted with that. And who was it? It was it Dr. Till? Was it Ministry of Till that I got that tweet off of? I think it might have been Dr. Till. I'm not sure. They'll make Venom trans. Right? We don't need that. We do not need Venom to be trans. All right. So that's just a scary image. So we have another story to talk about. This one comes back to Minnesota. I've been talking about Minnesota a lot lately, and I'm not happy about it because of why. This isn't something that I should have to talk about in Minnesota. And by the way, love seeing everyone on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. It's awesome to have all of you here. So Minnesota has a new law that they're trying to pass, I guess, and Republican legislator is opposed to it. Now, it's called the Safe Gun Storage Law. I don't know what the law is about, honestly, but I do know that one Minnesota Republican legislator opposes the law, citing the killer cow threat. While arguing against a proposal for safe storage requirements for firearms, Minnesota State Senator Warren Limmer, a representative from Maple Grove, contended that rural citizens need guns readily available to deal with cows. And we have a video. If passed, the proposal known as Senate File 4312 would establish standards throughout the state of Minnesota for the safe storage of firearms and outline criminal penalties for failing to meet them. After Limmer's cow concern was heard, the proposal passed the Committee on Judiciary and Public Safety on party lines and then recommended to the Finance Committee. Right, because again, all of you backwards-ass Republicans in Minnesota have been so backwards ass on certain things that other people have voted you out. And we have two giant cities that really pull in one direction. So let's go ahead and look at a senator explain to us why we can't have the safes being a thing. Why hunters and farmers, everybody needs guns at the ready.
There's another segment of our population that often requires guns in their occupation. I'm talking about rural farm people that are living out in rural areas. They not only...
But what about the rural farm people that are living out in urban areas? What about the rural farm people that are living in densely populated city centers? What about those rural farm people? I don't want to just focus on the rural farm people that live out in rural areas. They're trying to make it so you have to keep all your firearms unloaded and all your ammunition in a completely separate locked safe. Right. I'm not saying that the law isn't bullshit. And that kind of seems like bullshit. I'm not saying that the law isn't bullshit. I'm saying his argument against it is. No Pen 15 Fathead. What about urban campers? Right? Could we talk to the urban campers about becoming rural campers? Like go out into the woods and rough it? I suppose that's a bad thing. They'll probably burn those down. That's you probably don't want that. You know, until this exact moment, I forgot it was Tuesday. Until right now. Until the, I guess, horror soundtrack of my life played, I forgot it was Tuesday. Thank you for the 100 bits, Wilmer Autotech. Dear Butch, now I want tacos. I convinced myself that I was getting pizza, wings, and something else for dinner tonight, so my last hurrah, I'm having fun meal for the foreseeable future while I focus on a whole bunch of shit. So wolves are bad up here. The DNR is paying people to hunt them around here, says Mr. Q. That makes me a little sad. I don't like wolf hunting. I don't. And I understand it to a certain extent, but the reason I don't like it is because wolves have to fucking hunt to survive. I mean, good God, man. They don't get a free meal. They can't just stop and eat a bush like a fucking deer. Oh, the poor bastards. But all right, I guess they're paying people to hunt them around there. So if they're hunting the wolves around your area, your neck of the woods, then what does the law matter, though? They need a season on wolves. I don't know. Again, I'm not fit to make that decision. I'm someone who's just, I kind of like animals, and I don't like wolf hunting. But, you know, like I said, what the fuck do I know?
Have to have concerns about predation, but they also have concerns about their own domestic farm animals. Farm animals at times can be very dangerous. Take, for example, a cow who just recently had a calf. You even walk too close to a cow and it'll take you down and trample you into dust. And many farmers have a readily available gun just for those emergencies.
Right. I don't like them because they're cool. I don't enjoy it because it's fun. I have it just in case the cows go crazy, and I show it to them once a week, every Sunday. I go, you see this? It means moo out of line and you're in the ground. What the fuck? Dear Butch saying they kill all my family. You're right, Dear Butch. They do kill all your family. But I'm just saying, if I feel bad about hunting animals that literally have to hunt to live. Like they don't get a free meal. You know, they have to catch the rabbit. They don't. I suppose they probably do get a free meal here and there when there's like a carcass that they come across, or maybe somebody dropped some fast food by the side of the road or something. I don't know. Mr. Q, way too many. I wouldn't walk in the woods without a gun anymore. Don't worry about it. Or didn't worry about it 10 plus years ago. All right, so maybe the wolves are out of control. Well, like I said, do I know? Big Earn. Oh, that's where I went wrong. I wasn't shaking my gun at my house and threatening them every day. Oh, cows. I wasn't shaking my gun at my cows and threatening them every day. That's the way it works, man. You gotta establish dominance, right? You can't just waltz in and just expect the cows to know you mean business. You gotta wave the gun every day. Like I don't have, as I have said multiple times, for personal safety reasons, I don't have a firearm. But so you know, you gotta wave the gun at them every day, like this thing means business. And then if they ever get out of line, even a little bit, you gotta drop one, just one. The loudest one, the most verbose one, the one that likes to shoot his mouth off at every opportunity. That one is the one you drop, because now nobody knows what the fuck to say. That was always the guy with the zingers. You get the one who has the snappy retort, and now the rest of them fall in line. I also would say I've never had cows at all in my life. I've never owned cows or been part of a cattle farm. I've lived near them, but that's about it. I've literally grown up around goats, and then other than that, it's just, you know, white trash, because that was my family. That's was the problem, was the goats kept trying to eat us because we were white trash. They eat garbage.
Fumbling around with a lock while a cow or a bull or any other animal is going after your daughter or your son, you can't fumble around with a key or try and find the lockbox or put your thumb on a biometric key of some sort in your home while the danger is outside.
I mean, there is actually a certain amount of sense to this. I thought he was supposed to say that it was for mad cows. People were really blowing this out of proportion. He's actually being really, really sensical about this. I'm starting to feel like a dick.
This bill puts those individuals in even more danger.
They're already in a dangerous field of working with murderous cows. John Doe, I smelled cows. Fallen the Great, not Aaron, I just bred her. What? Okay. John Doe, especially those ATF cows, right? The cow is breaking in, trying to grape you. Pop quiz hot shot. Your wife is being viciously graped by a cow. What do you do? Sweet Liberty, no! I need to get that clip. I need to get that clip. Oh, man. I hate that Aaron didn't, you know what? I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this one really quick. I hate that Aaron didn't, he played a gameplay trailer and not the game intro. The game intro was so much better. You know what? We'll do the Helldivers game intro another time. Screw that. That was for me for fun. But let's do, that's done. Again, Minnesota Republican, the way they were putting this, they were making it sound like he was crazy. Like even on the, here, look, the way this publication put it. Minnesota State Senator Warren Limmer, Maple Grove, blah, blah, blah. You even walk too close to a cow and it'll take you down and trample you to dust. That is not at all what he said. That is not at all what he said. He was saying when a cow just had a calf, if you walked too close to it, it'll take you down and trample you to dust. Like, you were just talking about shooting my loudest cow. Oh, not Aaron. I just bred her. I was trying to figure it out. I'm sorry. You said your loudest cow. I didn't realize you were milking that one. Well, it's only got the one udder, so you got to work at it for quite a while before you get anything. And it'll usually be not more than a dribble, but... And it's a sour milk, if I'm honest. The government should not be telling you how to store firearms. That's fucking retarded, says Landers. Well, you are right to say that, Landers, but we also do live in a society now where parents are being held accountable for children accessing firearms. And so now you get a problem with the parents saying, hey, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't want the kid to access the gun. And then so by making it a law where guns have to be stored properly, it makes it a lot easier to persecute any parents you want to hold accountable for, again, what others might do with their firearms. And it does make it a lot easier when Uncle Sam wants to roll up on you, because you can't just be like, you know, locked, loaded, and ready for bear. You got to get the gun, then you got to get the ammo, then you got to load the gun with the ammo. And usually by that point, Uncle Sam's already inspecting your prostate. It's over. It's done. So, congratulations. Society has swallowed you. But yes, that guy's actually, I was ripping on that guy, and I'm actually now feeling bad about it. I feel like that was not as bad as we thought. All right, so let's close that on X. All right, this is the video Sane Caesar said we had to see that proved P. Diddy grooming Justin Bieber. Okay.
As soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this gonna be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, come get the front shot of this.
Man.
Hey, man, out. Minute.
Woo. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, You come down like you gotta, you know, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
All right, 16.
No,
16.
Slow down. Let's slow down, Justin.
Okay.
All right. What am I looking for exactly? He promised to let him drive a car. Are you surprised the liberal media's made a gun story worse than it is? No, Mikey, I'm not. I'm not at all. What I'm surprised at is that they picked something that was so easily refuted by just simply, again, listening to the guy. It was, again, just like I said, I'm not surprised. 48 hours with Diddler, says St. Caesar. Hitler Diff, don't call me a grammar Nazi, but I think you mean veal. Yum veal. Oh, I see. Veil. Okay. Now, P. Diddy diddled him and his little girlfriend way back then. What?
Let's slow down, okay?
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion?
Yeah.
When you get 18, you get the house, you get the mansion. Okay, so we're doing what now? P. Diddy is owning you?
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
The bedroom. Don't give him that. He's got ideas.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's
because he's gonna be bent over a table with an apple in his mouth, and I say, "Yeah, call me Toby now, bitch." Like, again, I feel like he's probably working out. You don't do something like this unless you have demons. You know what I mean? Like, he's probably got something he's got to work out.
Definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So
why do we have to stress legal guardianship? I don't think this is again why I think Justin Bieber is stupid as hell. You should never, especially at 15, you should never feel comfortable about a guy bragging about, I don't have legal guardianship of him yet, but I'm hoping to own this white boy.
And we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang out with some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, kid.
So Justin Bieber's a piece of shit too? Okay. I could have told you that. Alrighty. I don't really see the evidence of him getting diddled in that video, but I could see where you could get that. How is this like the movie 48 Hours? Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte are way cooler than these two. Absolutely, they are way cooler than these two. Also, unlike the movie 48 Hours, that clip didn't age well. Oh, that clip didn't age well. Boo, says Fallen the Great. What? Boo, what? Is it like the movie The Toy in Reverse? I don't know what the movie The Toy is. Don't know what the movie The Toy is. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure that one out. All right, let's go ahead and go down to... Actually, we'll do that. Let's go scroll here, clear this, and go boop. Our second hour stories, we have a person whose dog ended up causing a visit from the bomb squad. So we'll get to that. We've got a clip of Stephen Colbert apologizing about Kate Middleton jokes, and I anticipate being thoroughly annoyed with it and bitching about it heavily. So that'll be fun for me. We have a video of apparently the aliens are real, man, and we've got a video talking about it that is really, really, really strange. And so we're going to actually play that video in a little bit. We also have an update on the whole Don Lemon situation for all of those of you who were wondering. I'm guessing you haven't been watching because guess what the update about the Don Lemon situation is. Then we have a crazy video that I wanted people's opinions on, and we'll do that. And we have an article about a former Sports Center host who or anchor who believes the devil tried to silence her by hitting her in the face with a golf ball. So I really want to hear how that makes sense. Like, no, I'm doing so much good work for the Lord. The devil's like, I'm going to silence this bitch, and I'm going to do it with a wayward golf ball. Kaboom. Toy is an old Richard Pryor movie. All right, so something's... Oh, good God. Oh, yeah. You're in deep on your stupid apology bullshit. I gotta get into that one because that is so... Go fuck yourself. All right. So we got that loaded up. The audio's back up. We have 2 hours left in the program. Rich kid buys a black man he saw at the toy store. Well, I have to say, honestly, though, isn't that proof that racism has come back into being a problem and it was less of a problem back then? You were able to make a movie that could have criticisms about the world, and we were able to handle it as an adult society, and now everything is racist the minute you said something to me because I'm black. It's racist. Like, yeah, all right. Okay. All right. Cry harder, baby. Cry harder. What the heck was I going to grab? I was going to do something because somebody made me think of it. Rich kid, toy orchard, 40 hours. Oh, I remember now. Our show, again, surviving as best it can off of contributions and donations that we get from you folks. And after yesterday's donations from Cheeseburger Pie on the PayPal and everything else, we're on to the 28th at $15, which is a very, very close before we're now on the have to make 50 a day before it's a big problem thing. So it's getting there. But if you want to support the show, we'll grab all of these. Control-C. You have the Venmo options, the PayPal, the Streamlabs, the stickers, all of that. Pin this message and manual at the end of stream. We'll throw this up here. Again, we just we got to make that goal to keep this thing going. And, we go up, we go down, we go all around. But like I said, it's getting tighter. And we're about to be back onto the everyday we got to hit that thing. We did have a hype train get into level 2, though, so that'll definitely help a little bit. And then we'll see what else happens throughout the show. We always round up the Twitch stuff at the end of the day to knock it all off the back end. And we do have to check Rumble pretty soon here. I imagine they'll have a payout soon. That'll buy us a day, so we can probably squeak one out of that. But other than that, it's scary times for me. Rabin38 saying hi. Hey, Rabin, how you doing? So you're just joining us. We've got a bunch of different stories that we're going to get into. I wasn't going to start with the Stephen Colbert thing, but I think I'm going to. Thanks. Kind of fine. Kind of fine. That sounds sad, my friend. I hope you're doing okay, or whatever's going on isn't too bad. Doesn't sound like it is too bad, though. Kind of fine. Sounds like it's not that bad. All right, let's get into this story. Now, Kate Middleton was hiding from people for a lot of reasons, and there were, like, doctored photos and things going out. People were making jokes, least of all, Stephen Colbert and The Late Show. Then it came out that what? Like you aimed that. What? Why did you? Okay. So, like I said, all right, there we go. The Late Show, made jokes about Kate Middleton, I guess, and now she revealed she has a cancer diagnosis, and like I get not wanting to make fun of the cancer diagnosis, but to go as far as to issue a public apology for making jokes when you didn't know what was going on, you are so... honestly, this is so sad. Oh, boy, let's watch this horrible...
A lot of my jokes have upset people in the past. And I'm sure some of my jokes will upset people in the future. But there's a standard that I try to hold myself to. And that is, I do not make light of somebody else's tragedy.
Okay. Frame that in the way you talk about Donald Trump. I'm not saying you shouldn't make your jokes, man. In fact, more to the point, I'm saying you make jokes about Donald Trump all the time. Good for you. Hooray, you don't like him. Right. I get it. But you made jokes about her. I don't make light of somebody's tragedy. You make light of plenty of tragedies. Toastmaster Trump kind of made his own bed, though. To the extent of he ran for president, yeah. He kind of made his own bed, though. But my point is, you don't make light of someone's tragedy. That's his standard. Hitler, if his lips have tasted penises, look at him, you can tell. Plural. Like I said, regardless, how do we know Kate didn't do something to contribute to her cancer diagnosis? Again, the point is, don't sit here and hold your... He's coming on the air to issue a retraction for making jokes about Kate not being around because of the cancer stuff. It's the, nobody's asking him to apologize. Nobody, Kate didn't come on and be like, a lot of you have made false accusations and wild speculative rumors about my absence and disappearance from public life, and it's because I've been dealing with cancer, and how dare you. Like, nobody's coming out at him. He's just going, I'm confused. Does he have cancer? Someone's family? No. Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Wales, has cancer. He's made jokes about Kate Middleton's Photoshop blunders and public absences, and now that it's come out that those things happened because of cancer, he's going, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't make light of people's tragedy. And it's like,
guess what?
What?
I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Thank you, Lab Glass. Huge support today and every day from our buddy Lab Glass. Lab Glass helping keep the lights on in this program. Thank you so much for another gifted sub from Lab Glass to Rabin38. Cowbell for Rabin on behalf of Lab Glass. Heyo. Thank you for that very, very much. We appreciate it. Yeah, so the... yeah, that I knew. I wish her, the Duchess, all the best. Yeah. He's apologizing for making jokes. And I'm pissed off that he's apologizing for making jokes, because his jokes weren't made in a malicious manner. They were just jokes. They were to be entertaining on topical news. And he makes jokes that are made in a malicious manner to attack people he doesn't like. And I'm not even saying he shouldn't do that. I'm saying you can't do that and then come on here and go, oh, well, I don't believe in making light of someone else's tragedy. Fuck that. If it were Donald Trump suffering from cancer, you would say it was fate. You'd make jokes all day.
Now, I don't know whether her prognosis is a tragic one. She's the future Queen of England, and I assume she's going to get the best possible medical care. But regardless of what it is, I know, and I'm sure many of you, far too many of us know, that any cancer diagnosis of any kind is harrowing for the patient and for their family.
Yeah, but again, it ain't as harrowing for the fucking Duchess of Wales, okay? Because, again, if it can be done, odds are for her it will be done. Thank you, Fox, for skipping me over. That was pretty much end of that clip anyway. This whole, her diagnosis. But, yes, this diagnosis ain't good. Well, it's his job to make jokes, says Rabin. But, yes, this diagnosis ain't good. I don't know how serious her diagnosis is. But, again, it's the point of he made jokes about it, and he had to stop his show to air like a public retraction, like he made some sort of statement that was proven false. No, you made jokes about a lady who it turns out has a cancer diagnosis. Here's how I handle that. Be like, yeah, man, turns out it's cancer. I kind of feel like a dick. We were just joking around, having fun. I wish my jokes were more the thing and cancer less the thing, because my jokes are a little more survivable. So, great. She has cancer. Now she gave stage 4 to the bit. Killed that thing too. See, that's leaning in. But like I said, I don't feel bad for her. I don't feel good for her. I don't want any ill will to happen to her. But at the same rate, like if I got her cancer diagnosis, well, how long do I get? You know what I mean? So I bet she's fine. Preventative chemo usually means, we removed something and it had cancer. Actually, she's actually commented on that. She's actually commented on it. Here, we'll go to her comment on it. We can get that off of the old Twitter. She actually explains exactly, Twitter. Because, of course, like everyone, we go to Twitter now when we need to report stuff. Twitter and Duchess Meghan. Really? Prince and Princess of Wales. All right, there we go. Prince and Princess of Wales. Here we go.
I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you personally for all the wonderful messages of support and for your understanding whilst I've been recovering from surgery. It has been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family, but I've had a fantastic medical team who have taken great care of me, for which I'm so grateful. In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London, and at the time, it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous. The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present. My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment.
Yeah, so preventative chemotherapy. So I'm pretty sure guessing he hopes she will survive so he can make more jokes about her. Yeah, show us your tits, not you, Johnny. Is that really all it comes? Is that what you're here for, Fallen? I'm sorry, man. You just, yes, we need tits. If we weren't so attracted to women, we would have gotten rid of them ages ago, says John Doe. Look, tits are women. I don't understand. Anyways, but yeah, the horrible, horrible atrocity of him making jokes. Oh, God. I think she'll be fine. I'm sure she'll be fine. I wonder, I bet you she doesn't even know that you made jokes. And by the way, if you don't know this, her haters and detractors and everyone that lives in that country that doesn't like her probably making shit tons of jokes. So, Pastor Aristocock saying, no, you, Johnny, let's see them man bags. No, we need a lot more money for that to happen. More than a day's goals worth, and we haven't hit that part, so we'll see. We'll see how we do. We're going till 5:30, and then we'll in the next few days, because tomorrow is prepaid, and we may have to bump. I'll be honest, we might have to bump Thursday's show and move the goal over to Friday if we end up starting late and stuff, because I have medical appointments. But we'll see how that goes. Wow, Johnny, that's not nice. She's not a whore. She's a princess. How dare you say she's horrible? All right. I think she has bigger fish to fry, like being the future queen. Right? Because I don't think that the current sitting king has a whole lot of time on the throne. It sounds like, if anything else, it sounds like he sat so long waiting that it literally killed his ass. Okay. Do we want to do the neighborhood dog story or the UFO one first? It's getting close to 4 o'clock. We got an hour and 45 in the show left to go. It's only an atrocity if you know, I guess. What are you talking about? Guess she hopes to survive. What's an atrocity if you know? I'm confused. UFO. Oh, we want the UFO story. Okay. What happens to Camilla Bowles when King Charles dies? When King Charles dies, Camilla Bowles, I believe, just becomes like a kept woman with whatever inheritance that she gets from the king that he's allowed to give her. I imagine that she'll have some house somewhere, some money maybe taken care of a little bit, but it's not going to be like the former Queen of England. Like, it ain't going to be a thing. She certainly doesn't get to stay on the throne. It's complicated. She will be called queen, but won't have the power of, say, Elizabeth. Even if William dies young, she's not from a royal line, so she can't be the true queen. Oh, well, thank God for that. Thank God she's not from a royal line, so she can't be the true queen. So we just have to keep inbreeding. That totally works, guys. It totally works. It hasn't failed us yet. Let's just keep on fucking that chicken. Why not? Holy Jesus. Well, I love seeing all of you guys here on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube. Super awesome to have these numbers. Love seeing it. If you can help support the show, we sure appreciate it. We got the things posted in the chat. Did I ever post the one in here and like link it up? I didn't. But I didn't pin it. Pin the message. The message has been pinned. All right, so there you go. If you want to help support the show, we appreciate it. I'll keep an eye on the phone for all that. We are moving on forward with our next thing. Everybody wants to go to this one first, I believe. And then I have to look at that. So we're doing this open link in new tab. Bam. We're going to look into that in a minute. Okay, so there was a video that's come out, as some people call it, shocking UFO video. And I will say this is one of the craziest videos I've ever seen. But that's where craziest video I've ever seen thing is where I'm like, but is it real though? I don't know. We'll find out. This is new UFO footage of something that's referred to as the jellyfish. Jeremy Corbell In 2018, the U.S. military captured footage in Iraq over a sensitive facility. The object was designated as a UAP by U.S. intelligence. Jeremy Corbell obtained and released this video. He identified direct eyewitnesses that corroborated that the event occurred and described the following. It goes out over a body of water. I'm told it stops on a dime, descends into the water, stiff into the water, and for 17 minutes, nothing, and then boom, the thing comes up out of the water, shoots off at 45 degrees. Corbell says the footage of this action exists according every source he's talked to that is aware of the event. Footage of this action exists. Okay. All right. Well, let's get to this here. This is the super creepy, freaky, weird video. And if you're listening and not watching, we have, what would you call it? A blurb, a blob, a bloob, UFO. The UFO is surrounded by a field. I'm not an N. What? Yes, it would take William and his 3 kids dying for Harry to be king. Right, they're not bringing Harry in unless they absolutely have to. And I guarantee you, if they bring in Harry, they're taking out Meghan. Meghan's going to have something happen to her. So this is the quote-unquote jellyfish.
It's in thermal. It was filmed on a weapons platform. You see that there's a dog there. See the animals are black. I'm assuming this is black hot. You see the object just went to white, and you'll see it going from white to black, and that's basically showing the heat differential. So it's going like hot and cold, hot and cold. The problem was the optics platform was jammed. These individuals who target with these platforms, they can shoot out an Al-Qaeda tire.
All right, hold on a minute.
Hot and cold.
Buddy. I mean, I don't care what it's for. Don't wear a shirt that says mental when you're talking about UFO stuff. It's going to be harder to believe you if you're all buff, tatted up, and wearing a shirt that looks like it has mental scribbled on it. What the fuck? That's some Star Wars shit, says Fall in the Gray. Right? It's creepy, right?
Cold, hot and cold. The problem was the optics platform was jammed. These individuals who target with these platforms, they can shoot out an Al-Qaeda tire at 27 miles away, but not being able to lock it was one of the first signs that something's weird.
So my question is, if they can shoot out an Al-Qaeda tire at 2,000 paces or whatever, how many yards do they need to bullseye a womp rat?
I was able to find direct eyewitnesses and corroborate that this event did happen. When individuals would target in on it with the optics, the way it was described, each of these hanging things, they were stiff, like they weren't moving. They had geometric form, like scales. What was said to me is scales, like an armor. There were also people with night vision who were out and they were tasked to go look for it. Couldn't see it on the night vision. Only in the thermal spectrum could it be seen.
So you only saw it on the thermal spectrum? John Doe, they can't lock onto it because it's surrounded by a deflective field. Right, they put up the deflector shield. Get your phasers. God damn it, Spock. Pastor Aristocox TX joining in my little game. How fast can they make the Kessel Run, right? It's a ghost. I mean, that is one weird-ass ghost. That is one freaky-ass ghost.
But anything that looks like that appears to have a payload, that's a big deal. It could be dangerous, so these are high priority. But what happened is there were a couple other nations involved, and the feeds were just shut immediately. So that put me on high alert too. Why is it completely being shut down? But that's not all it did.
Okay. I want video of this.
It goes out over a body of water. I'm told it stops on a dime, descends into the water, stiff into the water, and for 17 minutes, nothing. And boom, this thing comes up out of the water and shoots off at 45 degrees, just like that.
Okay. Yeah. Can we see that one, though? That's awful weird coincidence that we don't have that video.
Sharks!
But the thing is fucking creepy looking, though, right? The thing is creepy looking, though.
It's in thermal. It was filmed on a weapons platform.
It's too defined to be a smudge.
There. See, the animals are black. I'm assuming this is black hot. You see, the object just went to white, and you'll see.
Yeah, and it's moving up and down, so it's not. It's moving forward.
And that's basically showing the heat differential. So it's going like hot and cold, hot and cold.
So it can't be a reflection. It can't be a smudge. And now this is another weird angle with this open like this.
The problem was the optics platform was jammed. These individuals who target with these platforms, they can shoot out an Al-Qaeda tire at 27 miles away, but not being able to lock it was one of the first signs that something's weird.
Not being able to lock it. Right. But why didn't they shoot at it? Why didn't they just shoot at it? Why didn't they just take them down. Do your stuff. Bullshit, thermal don't work like that, says Chevy JB. I mean, usually in thermal, when you're operating the way that he says, yeah, usually it's the other way around, where white is usually hot, black is usually not hot. But okay. And so this is thermal, but all of the coloring and texture here looks incredibly, because if this was thermal, there should be gradients, there should be fluctuations, there should be lighter and darker patches. Cheeseburger, they didn't shoot it because it wasn't an Al-Qaeda tire. You can flip the colors, God, says Bobby Bologna. Right, but 27 miles, I main gun on a battleship, doesn't travel that far. Interesting, when it slows down, the heat goes down, it turns back. When it speeds up, it gets white. White is cold, so speeding up would be getting cold, slowing down would be heating up.
I was able to find direct eyewitnesses and corroborate that this event did happen. When individuals would target in on it with the optics, the way it was described, each of these hanging things, they were stiff, like they weren't moving. They had geometric form, like scales. What was said to me is scales, like an armor. There were also people with night vision who were out, and they were tasked to go look for it. Couldn't see it on the night vision. Only in the thermal spectrum could it be seen.
Again, this is weird. Am I wrong? Hitler diff. Oh, YouTube ate my comments. Which ones? I got the Kessel Run one. That's the last one I got. I don't know what the other ones that it ate were. I'm sorry. But yeah, dude, so apparently aliens are among us. I still need proof that they shot something from 27 miles without being it being a guided munition. Wait a minute. Yeah, wait. Did he say 27 miles or meters? What did he say? Meters wouldn't be. Well, miles would be less than meters. Where? Oh, so it was that clip.
On a weapons platform. You see that there's a dog there. See the animals are black. I'm assuming this is black hot. You see the object just went to white, and you'll see it going from white to black, and that's basically showing the heat differential. So it's
Yeah, it's also, other than that, clear. Like, let's be clear about something else. You can see through it.
hot and cold, hot and cold. The problem was the optics platform was jammed. These individuals who target with these platforms, they can shoot out an Al-Qaeda tire at 27 miles away, but not
At 27 miles away. So you're right, at 27 miles away. At 27 miles away, they can shoot out an Al-Qaeda tire.
not being able to lock it was one of the first signs that something's weird.
Okay. Well, now I've got people who claim to be military, active military or former military personnel that say your 27 miles is bullshit, sir. I do wonder, if that's thermal, like, that's remarkably defined. Fall in the Great saying, I bet he likes jumping from black to white when he visits bars. Oh. So you know what? That's actually a good message. That I shouldn't. Oh, that's a good message. You're saying he's an open-minded individual who takes all comers. At 27.2 miles, it misses, but at 27, it's laser guided. Right. Well, I'm just curious what he meant by the 27 miles. Because again, like, you pull a shot out from over a mile with like a conventional firearm, you're going to have to account for a lot with your trajectory and your aim and stuff like that. The spin of the earth comes into play, the Coriolis effect. It's just, yeah, I don't. No, because how can they target from drones? They can't target from 27 miles away. Maybe he was talking about a drone. See, now I'm confused. Why did this guy have to throw that completely random? Nobody needed that bullshit. See, these people, they can target these things from, like, they can shoot the cunt hair off a mouse flea, okay? Like, they could shoot the cunt hair off of a lime-ridden tick with these weapons platforms. And the fact that it couldn't lock on to SpongeBob's pal here was an immediate sign to me that we got a problem. His shirt says it all. I believe in aliens. Would your brother know about this stuff? I don't think so. Again, well, F it. Our ongoing sec. We'll see if he answers the phone. Screw it. We'll see if he answers the phone. I'm gonna have to get because I'm already trying to work on a Chiron for a couple of things. I'm gonna have to make a Chiron for this if this keeps being a bit. Let's see if we can call my brother. Recent. Oh, favorites. Favorites. There we go. Where you at, bro? Jesus Christ. A sad sign I don't call him enough. Shouldn't be that hard to find it. Let's see how this goes.
Hello?
Hey, bro, it's your brother. I just before you speak or anything, I'm going to say I'm live on the air. And in what is now becoming apparently a reoccurring segment called "Ask the Guy That's in the Air Force." So I just watched an interesting video. Apparently, aliens are totally real, and we have footage of one flying over a base in Iraq or Afghanistan or Baghdad. I don't know. I don't remember where, but. So we're watching a video of a thing like turning clear to black and all this other stuff, and he's talking about it being like an IR thing. Like he's like, this is tracking in thermal, and he's like, and so black is hot and white is cold, and he's doing all that bullshit. Now there's a couple of things that weird me out. One, the video that I'm watching for a thermal video, Like, it doesn't look like, there's no bleeding of like cold and warm spots. There's no like temperature fluctuation kind of things. It looks like I'm looking at almost a black and white kind of picture. And I almost wouldn't know that it's black and white, except for it just kind of looks gray. So, and then the other big thing, he's claiming that people operating these like mobile weapons platforms can shoot out an Afghanistan's, what did he call them? He can shoot out a Taliban tire or some shit like that from 27 miles. So again, 27 miles. He's like, they could shoot out a tire from 27 miles, but they couldn't lock onto this thing, which was my first key that something was weird here, is because it couldn't lock on. And so a lot of us, myself included, kind of like, is that really a thing? You guys got that kind of aim, huh? 27 miles? I always thought that was like a guided missile situation. You got a 27-mile gun?
Apparently. I've never met it. And 28 miles apparently is its paradox.
Yeah, apparently 27.2 is a bridge too far. Someone in the chat had mentioned that. But now 27 miles. So it was really sad because this is, in one hand, it's a compelling video. It looks very interesting and amazing. I can send it to you if you're interested. But on the other hand, and it looks like a total, by the way, it totally looks like one of the surveillance drones from Star Wars that he sends down to Hoth in the second movie. Like,
yeah, probe droid.
Yeah, it totally looks like a fucking probe droid, except it's like cleared and grayed out. And he's like, I've corroborated that this video is real, and da-da-da-da. And so, yeah, we were watching it, and by the end of it there, like, I'm watching it, and I'm like, oh, wow, this is crazy. This is weird. Aliens are among us. And then by the end of it, I'm like, okay, hold on. I have a few questions. And someone else in there's like, all right, I have to know, how are they shooting from 27 miles away? Like, we're like, oh, yeah.
Holy cow!
There's a few flaws.
I am not familiar with the video. Sounds interesting. I'll have to check it out one of these days.
Yeah, it's a tweet. I will forward you the tweet. But yes, I don't think it. And LabGlass, no, it is not Rick Astley on the phone. Okay.
No, definitely not. It is not Rick Astley.
Nope. It is.
Nope.
Is not Rick Astley. But yes. So yes, I just thank you for answering that question. I'm very, very grateful. We're just curious if you knew. By the way, can you tell us, are aliens real, and has the government been hiding it from us this whole time?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that at my current security clearance. No.
Well, aren't you a dick? That doesn't help anybody in this situation.
No, I don't fucking know. I really don't. I mean, I have my own personal views, but really don't know.
All right, then. Well,
yeah.
Well, thank you for that, and thank you for participating in our ongoing segment, Ask My Brother That's in the Air Force.
Okay,
right.
Well, I look forward to the next one, bro.
All right, cool, man. Until then, ta-ta.
All right, later. Take it easy.
All right, so there we go. I don't think the UFOs are real. They have UFOs stored at the 148th. I don't know. I don't fucking. Is my brother the 40? I can't remember what number it is without the goddamn patch that's on my jacket. Iowa class battleship, 16-inch gun. The longest it can shoot is 30 miles, and not that accurate, says Mr. Q. Again, yeah, I don't think the people operating these weapon systems can fire from 27 miles. Like, I don't know about that. What's your bro's take on the diddler? St. Caesar, what's your obsession with the diddler? You brought that in here from the jump, and you've been hammering on it. Did Diddy diddle you? Have you been diddled by Diddy? Fuck. I need to make that as a commercial. Shit. I've got a green screen in a suit. Why don't we do this? Like, hi, I'm a lawyer for a law firm, and I'm here to ask, have you been diddled by Diddy? Because you might be entitled to compensation. Not compensation, am I right? All right, so let's go. Bobby Bologna saying Diddy diddled who? See, here we go. Here we go again. Diddy diddled who? Diddy diddled who? I don't know. Diddy diddled do-what-do? I'd fucking... Do-what-diddy do-what-do. All righty. let's go ahead and drop that one. So, again, the jellyfish. The video, there's a lot of different things you can say about it. I don't know. It's hard to say. I think it might be fake, but all right. I have another video here that I wasn't intending to play, but when you find it, sometimes when it's right, it's right. So we're going to go ahead and get into that. I worked with Patriot missile systems in the Army. Never heard any alien stories or shit like that, not once. Yeah, and that's the worst part with these. Like, I've corroborated this. I've heard stories, and it's like, and I have friends that worked in this part of the defense. Like, I'm always hearing these secondhand stories, and yet all of my friends that I have in the military, my brother that I have in the military, I have not. Thank you for the angry duck sticker, rather appropriately timed. I've not heard one crazy aliens are among us story. I've not heard one. I haven't heard it. It hasn't happened. So why, I ask you why, are these all coming out now? It's weird. Anyways, somebody had asked for, oh boy, I don't know if I can show that, because it's a toy. All right, we'll be hair trigger on the thing here.
Wild ending to one of the UFC fights this weekend. There was 2 Brazilian guys going at it, both of them making their UFC debuts.
That sounds pretty sexy. 2 Brazilian guys going at it, huh? How wet were your pants? Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't 2 Brazilian guys, huh? Huh? Just a little bit? Just a little moist?
Igor Severino versus Andre Lima. Okay, it was midway through the second round. The fighters, they were standing in a clinch up against the cage. Suddenly, something strange happened. Lima lifted up his arm. Like, it was like a very drastic arm lift. He wanted the ref to see what was happening with his arm, and all of us were a little bit confused, but the fight was suddenly paused. Next thing you know, the Nevada State Athletic Commissioner, Doctor, he came in, he looked at Lima's arm, and there was a freaking bite mark. There was a bite mark.
That's not the one. That's not the one. That's not the one. That's not the one. This is a story about not found. Oh, no, they took it down? No, don't take it down. They took the video out. A female fighter shoved a big black dildo in her opponent's face during a Polish mixed martial arts weigh-in, and all I wanted was the photo and the video. Oh, no, that's not fair. I wanted 2 kind of small, petite women looking ready to punch the shit out of each other, and one of them just goes, and fuck you with a dildo. That would have been funny. John Doe, she's sexy. Right? I'm sure she doesn't have her job at all because she's also attractive. I bet whatever journalistic qualifications she has are pale in comparison to the fact that she looks just dynamite in a 2-piece. You know what I mean? Like, oh, wow. But yeah, so much for that story. We have an hour and a half left in the show. I haven't gotten through all of my second hour stuff, so we'll kind of wrap all that up as we get through. Noise. Really? I made a thought-activated air freshener. Sure, it seems ridiculous, but it makes sense when you think about it. There's a mod in I like to play World of Warcraft. I'm a nerd. Yeah, it sucks. I'm gay. Whatever. Get it out of your mind. There's a mod in that game that when you die, like in the party chat, it puts dad jokes in there to like kind of lighten the mood so people don't get pissed if you're like wiping on a raid over and over. That joke should be in that fucking mod, right? That is the best joke of all time. I made a thought-activated air freshener. Sure, it seems ridiculous, but it makes sense when you think about it. God, that was good. I enjoyed that way too much. All right, so let's mute this and then get this over with so we can get through this ad to the story. We're going to talk about a dog that apparently, he brought home more than he bargained for, I guess.
That's what was going on.
So we're going to get to this story real quick. Remember, if you want to help support the show, we have the Twitch, the Venmo, the PayPal, the bits, the subs, all of that amazing stuff. Let's clear this out here. And, oh, wait, what did that? I need to check my Google thing. I think someone texted me something. Messages, sent an image. Oh, dude, I don't know who sent this in, and I wish I could put this up on the screen. But they sent us a picture of, again, the droid from Star Wars, saying I found it. Like, there we go. We know what it was. It was the droid from Star Wars. It did look shockingly like the droid from Star Wars. Shockingly like the droid from Star Wars. I don't know if it was or wasn't, but it did. Put the video back up for a second, please, sir. I need to see the reporter was AFK for a second. Says Saint Caesar. Oh, boy. Well, there's a problem with that. I already closed the story. I'm sorry. No spank bank material for you. What is AFK, Saint Caesar, says Mr. Q? AFK stands for away from keyboard. It's a term invented by gamers, mostly, for when they were playing MMOs and they were away from the keyboard. Or maybe it started with, like, the text chats, like, oh, I'm going to be AFK, like, I'm going to be away from my keyboard. Maybe it started there, but I learned it from the MMO gaming. That's where I learned it from. It's always AFK when you had to go pee or something. You're like, oh, I'm going to be AFK. Gay AFK. Let's get into this story now. A dog bringing home more than their owner bargained for. Bing, bang, boom. CBS 47, take it away.
Live, you panic, and then you drop it.
That's what was going on through Matthew Sims' mind when he found this. An unexploded military weapon in his backyard Wednesday, located at 15th Street E. Sims told us that he didn't want to be on camera, but says he was in his backyard when he saw something sticking out the ground.
You couldn't really tell what it was until you started to pull it up. And then once I got it like halfway out, I was like, oh, I know what this is. Let me just gently put this back down.
According to the police report, Sims' dog was digging in the backyard and helped discover it, but clearly found more than a bone. Matthew Sims was in the backyard playing with his dog Baby when he wanted to make sure that she wasn't picking up anything that she wasn't supposed to. And he wound up in this area when he found a rusted object. He pulled it up and quickly realized that it was a military ordnance. Ordnance is a military term for ammunition and weapons. Sims says it was about a foot long and believed it weighed around 10 pounds. The object has been buried for some time based on the decay, according to the police report.
It was like buried at least 6 inches deep, but then like half of it was kind of at least like 2 inches up.
Here's the video of the bomb squad heading towards the house. Authorities began evacuating residents from the area before removing the munition. Neighbor Carla Smith wasn't concerned.
We just kind of watched. I wasn't really scared because I've been around, people finding artifacts in land and stuff like that. So to me, it was just interesting to watch.
It was just interesting to watch. They found an artifact. It was unexploded ordnance. It could very quickly somehow become exploded ordnance. It's not an artifact. It's a mortar shell, says Mr. Q. Right? So wait, it probably won't just go boom, but still, I mean. What is Mr. Q's? A Patriot missile, you shoot more Tupac or Pac 3. You shoot more Pac 2 or Pac 3. I don't know what. Oh, wait. No, the AFK thing. God, I can't keep up with my own chat. Doggy dug up a bomb, huh? Yeah, the dog did it. But not my dog, Diddy. Diddy didn't do that. This dog did it. Oh, and then this dumb. We've been around people finding artifacts all the time.
They did their thing, and they were out of here within minutes.
And I trust that the government came
While
out here
100% free.
made everybody safe. I'm so happy. Dumbass. I don't, like, honestly, if you're finding ordnance in that condition, odds that it's going to just blow are really low. I wasn't worried. I've been around people digging up shit out of the ground. Yeah, that's kind of rad, too. I wasn't worried. They said they found unexploded ordnance. I was just like, whatever. One time, I found a petrified horse turd. Funny. It's really funny to me. That all that's going on. We've got that happening. Well, I wasn't worried. I mean, people find stuff. It's what people do. All right. So we have a quick update for everybody that's worried. I know we're all shockingly worried about Don Lemon. And so we have a horse apple. Yeah, I was worried that's what they were called, but I was afraid to say that. Because the small ones are crab apples, right? There's no, like, a horse apple is, right. At any rate, so, Don Lemon, as we all know, he got kicked off of CNN. He kind of burned his bridges there and has since fallen off of most everyone's radar. He was coming back. He was aiming for a comeback. And he was going to do it on Twitter. And then he kind of shot that in the foot with this interview. We'll play a clip of this interview if you didn't remember. Let's go ahead and...
You recently called content moderation, though, a digital chastity belt. Do you think that you believe that X and you have some responsibility to moderate hate speech on the platform?
I think we have a responsibility to adhere to the law, and we have a responsibility to be transparent about when things are shown, why they're shown. That's why we open source our algorithm. I think once you start going beyond the law, now you're putting your thumb on the scale. And we don't want to put our thumb on the scale.
It doesn't concern you that hate speech has gone. Research shows that it's gone up on the platform since you took over. That's not concerning to you?
I believe that is false. In fact, the research that I've seen says it went down.
The study from the Institute of Strategic Dialogue found that anti-Semitic tweets doubled from June 22 to February 2023. One study reported that as many as 86% of the posts reported for hateful content remained up after being reported. Hate speech on the platform is up.
So what they will typically do is they will count the number of posts, but not count the number of views. So what matters is, was that post given high visibility, or what did like one person see it? And if you look at the number of views of how many times was hate content viewed on our platform, it is down substantially.
Yeah.
All right, and again, I don't like anybody coming out with the whole hate speech thing. What's hate speech? Define hate speech. Well, hate speech, it's again this weird, arbitrary thing. Oh, anti-Semitic hate speech. Okay. Hate speech is anything that's racist or this or that or hateful. Like, I don't know, you've posted quite a few things that I feel might be hateful depending on who you are, Don Lemon, so, all right. But the Don Lemon Show, much like the fruit, it's going to leave a sour taste in your mouth.
Well, that's not what the study shows. And you said you like transparency. I'm going to show you this. And
Don, you can get a study that will tell you whatever you...
And I love that he's pointing out something. You can get a study that'll tell you whatever you want to hear. And that's very, very true.
But these are just a handful of extremely... If you look at those anti-Semitic and racist tropes and tweets.
Racist tropes and tweets. These are, again... By the way, Don, I don't know if anyone told you this or not. Oh, that's right. I took my camera off just in case. I don't know if anyone told you this or not. Not a good idea to attack the boss of the platform you're trying to grow your show and brand on. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Labglass pointing out, and I think it's true, too, saying Free Palestine is considered anti-Semitic, right? Anti-Semitic is another one of these things where it's not like there's a specific cut line. There are some obvious blatant cases. There's some obvious like no-brainers like right here on the screen, but you can't necessarily lock it down that that's all it is. That's all. No. Turns out if you don't believe in Israel as a country, that's anti-Semitic. Well, what if I don't care? That's anti-Semitic too. You need to care about Israel. No, I don't. No, I do not. I don't give a shit about Israel. Fuck it. That's anti-Semitic. All right, but...
And as of this morning, they're still on X. And from your own content...
They're still on X. Again, he asked you a very real question about the number of views. Who's viewing this content? How hard did you have to try to find it? And again, do you think the people that share this stuff and believe this stuff go away because Twitter doesn't exist? No, they just stop doing it in the open. Let them be racist or anti-Semitic in the open. Then you know who's racist and anti-Semitic.
Policy, these posts should have been deleted. So why haven't they been deleted? Why are they still there?
Why are they still there? So we need to scout Twitter for every single tweet. Oh, boy.
We delete things if they are illegal.
But these have been up there for a while.
Are they illegal?
They're not illegal, but...
Again, so he just pointed out he deletes things if they're illegal. He's about free speech. And again, do you think the people sharing this shit that like that shit that it went away because Twitter stops? Hold on, Lemon. Hold on, let me screenshot that meme, says Femi Lemmy. I don't think you're going to be able to. I'm sure you can find them. They're still up on Twitter.
They're hateful, and they can lead to violence. As I just read to you, the shooters...
Oh, good God. They're hateful, and they can lead to violence. So can aggressive trans rhetoric. You want to draw a line to it. Everything can lead to violence. Don Lemon, I've got so many clips of people leading themselves to violence, and there's one amazing trend in there that you really shouldn't point out, but I mean, I kind of want to. At any rate, the overall point is, again, people will get violent if they want to over the stupidest shit. They'll do it for fun. The whole... Are you... God, I'm turning fucking into him now, I swear. Are you appreciating God's gift? God's latest gift, the violence. God loves his violence. That's why he gave it to us, to wage in his honor.
You know, in all of these mass shootings, attributed social media to...
They also attribute the news giving them attention to wanting to do this stuff. Again, you guys fanning the flames. It's weird how it's sad and inappropriate for these memes and these tweets and these things, but you can put them up there and talk about them and show them and reference them when someone has them as teachings or something, but it's so evil and bad that they be out here. They lead to violence. Are you telling me that if the tweets never made their way there, he wouldn't have shot people? Is that really... Are you telling me that normal people just going about their day interact with this tweet and it changes their life? Good God. And we paused it on the perfect Don Lemon's dumb stroke face.
So Don, you love censorship, is what you're saying?
No, I don't love censorship.
Then why are you asking?
I believe in moderation, but I don't believe in...
Censorship moderation is a propaganda word for censorship.
But don't you think free speech is one thing, right? Or not, you know...
Look, if something's illegal, we're going to take it down. If it's not illegal, then we're putting our thumb on the scale and we're being censors.
You're putting your thumb on the scale for moderating hate speech? I mean, you don't...
Again, you're the one deciding what the speech... I hate that they can't own up to their argument when they're the ones deciding what speech is hateful. Oh, all right. So, spoiler alert. Much like this clip, the world, if you delete the tweets, how do you know who to cancel? Right, Lab Glass? That is a brilliant point. We want our racists out in the open so you can spot them like that. I want to give you something you can't take off. Just carves a big N into it. No. So, again, Don Lemon screaming for I believe in moderation. Again, moderation is still censorship. As he very, very, very clearly points out, that's still censorship. That's still you deciding what people get to say, what people get to do. This is actually really a brilliant moment for him and not for Don.
Put out child pornography. That's not. It's illegal. Some people would say that's considered.
Are you about to tell me that child pornography is considered hate speech? Because I have a very, very sad piece of news for you. He already diffused that argument with it's illegal. Child pornography is illegal. We would never allow that. It's illegal. It's also highly immoral. But there's a difference between, that's like saying putting anti-Semitic videos where people are beating or somehow violently accosting Jews is allowable on the platform. That's not allowed either because that's illegal. Again, speech isn't illegal.
Censorship. I'm just saying you.
No, I literally, Don, you know, I literally said if something is legal, okay, we will obviously remove it.
Okay.
Some people say taking down child porn is censorship. Yeah, some people might say that. They're pedos. It's weird how you have that argument ready to go. Do you swim in similar circles, Don? Similar circles with people who enjoy a little bit of, I don't know, kid diddling? Did you know Diddy? And did you know Diddy did it? He said some people would say that's censorship. Those are wood chipper food. Oh, Bobby Bologna. Like I said, I really hate how he backed down on that really quick. If I were Elon or if I were in his ear, I'd be like, okay, so ask him why he immediately went to the child porn. Like, Don Lemon, why did you immediately bring up child porn and saying people should be able to access child porn or that's censorship? Why did you immediately feel like child pornography is censorship? Do you have trouble accessing child porn and you want to access more child porn, Don? Is that what you want to see on our website for you, Don? More child porn? Don Lemon wants more child porn? Is Don Lemon someone who logs on to Twitter every day and screams,
"Show me child pornography"?
Again, this is nobody that you might think that it sounds like. This is literally Don Lemon's wake-up call.
Show me child pornography.
Oh my God!
But if it is not legal, the laws in this country are put forward by the citizens. We're a democracy. If those laws are put in place by the people, we adhere to those laws.
Okay,
and we adhere to the
agree.
laws of others. If you go beyond the law, you're actually going beyond the will of the people.
Okay, agreed. With the law.
With the law. I agree with your first part, but I don't agree with the part where it proves me wrong. Okay, so Don, he just served you your balls. Do you have anything else to say before I tap out? Because I'm halfway through this almost 7-minute clip, and I honestly, I'm tired of seeing you suck this much cock.
But if you are doing something that promotes hate and violence and ultimately leads to killing, you don't feel you have any responsibility.
Promotes hate and violence and ultimately leads to killing. Again, a few false assumptions in there. Promotes hate and violence. Maybe. Okay, we'll give you that one. Promotes the hate and violence. Okay, you can have that one. Okay, so it promotes hate and violence. Leads to killing. How does that lead to it? You again assume that these people that find this hate and violence entertaining or amusing or viewpoints that they agree with, you act like the only way that they can exist is if Twitter allows it. It's not like you can ban it from being spoken and it goes away. You just make it something they'll say in quiet corners, Don. When you walk by, they'll say, yeah, he's a...
Responsibility not to do that? When the people who are doing it admittedly are saying this.
The people are not saying, I shot people because Twitter drove me to it, Don. The people are saying, I like attention, I'm doing this for attention, and I get attention on social media. So they post their BS on social media. And that stuff usually gets taken down.
Articles all the time that lead to violence and killing. Don't they? Shouldn't they? Like you're applying a differential standard to.
But that would never be in mainstream media. these types of images, that type of language, those things would never be, we'd never, when I was in mainstream media, we'd never promote things that
oh, you can go suck a dick right to hell, Don Lemon. You assholes would promote shooters' manifestos if it was a white guy going off on black people or if it had anti-Semitic or racist stuff, and then you would bury it if it was someone who was trans. You would bury it if it was a black person who was unhinged. Again, you only went with it when it was your narrative. I hate this acting like, can you at least be realistic with us now about what kind of piece of you were? I mean, Jesus, man. And by the way, when Tucker Carlson left news to do his show, he set up a, like, here's my place, like my interview thing. Is this where Elon Musk chose to do the show, or is this your garage and you're flaunting your lifestyle?
Would be anti-Semitic. We would never promote things that would.
Anti-Semitic either.
Did you not see those?
You said promote.
You said promote. Again, this idea that he promotes it because it's allowed on the platform. Allowing it on the platform isn't promotion. Promotion is pushing it like they were going to do with your show. Believe me, right about now, I bet you wish you had some promotion.
If content is on the platform, that doesn't mean we promote it.
But that wouldn't be on a platform for mainstream media at all.
Again,
No, but you can think of
truth wouldn't be on a platform for mainstream media. Honesty isn't on a platform for mainstream media. Community comments to add facts people ought to know isn't really a thing for mainstream media. Honestly, Don, I don't think you realize how shelling and schlepping for what mainstream media would do is actually not helping your argument right now.
that's because the mainstream media has like, whatever, 20 articles a day. We have 500 million posts today.
Okay,
500
understood.
million.
Does it
500 million. Again, 500 million posts a day. How about you go through them, Don? You flag them all, okay?
bother you? How do you feel about that when you see it?
I obviously disagree with that. I think it's not good at all.
It's not good at all. But you know what? You got oh fuck it. I can't even do it.
But you don't want to get rid of it on the platform, or at least moderate it.
Again, where does that line end? Oh, or at least moderate it. At least moderate it how? What do you mean moderate it? And where does that line end? Oh, today it's anything that's anti-Semitic. Well, this is also hate speech. I'm gay and I don't think I'm being represented properly. Again, oh, well, I decided I'm a freaking unicorn and people aren't being nice to unicorns on the internet. We have to moderate that too. It's, again, either it's free speech or it's not. Free speech doesn't mean speech you like.
The rules, what you're suggesting is censorship that goes beyond the law. And what I'm saying is I guess have a disagreement, because I do not believe in censorship that goes beyond the law, and you do. We have a difference of opinion in that regard.
I understand that, but these are your own rules on your own platform. These go against the rules on your platform.
No, they don't. As he said, they're not against the law.
I'm asking you, if you said, listen, we allow everything, but that's not what your content rules say. And that's why I'm asking you, why are they still there? Your own content policy. That's why I'm asking you that, not because...
Which part of our content policy says that we should delete these things?
Your content policy talks about hate speech.
Oh, God. Again, I'm so sick of you assholes using that blanket term hate speech. Hate speech is something assholes like Don Lemon made up for any time someone says something to them that they don't like. People have been spoken to with hate and kindness, and both times being a lead into them being murdered. So you know what? Speech doesn't have to be hateful. It doesn't have to be nice. It's more important about what the speech means and what it aims to do. And I don't think... Oh, God. One of the reasons this asshole got his contract canceled is part of the contract was for Lemon to be a platform moderator. Oh, he was a platform moderator too? I want to find out about that. Now I want some deets on that.
Yes, we don't promote hate speech.
And so you don't consider that hate speech?
I guess you're not understanding what I'm saying.
We don't promote it.
If there's... You can find...
You again... Someone who won't accept a platform being like, you can say whatever you want. They don't have to promote it. In fact, they can work to not promote it, and I'm sure that would make you happy too. Oh, God.
You can sign up right now and do 100 things that are hateful. But if nobody reads it, it doesn't matter. So you can think of X as being, it's much like the internet. It's not some tiny publication with like 20 articles a day. It's 500 million.
But everyone has the opportunity to read it, Elon.
Yeah. That's kind of the point. You know what? All right, so let's get rid of stuff that we don't want people reading. Can we talk about transgender and bi-curious books for kids? Can we start banning those? How on board are you with the book banning stuff that's going around because people aren't comfortable with the sex shit being peddled at the kids? Because I'm kind of curious now, because it seems like I bet you're all right with that. Because, again, as we've already discussed, your first jump is to, again...
show me child pornography.
I don't know why Don Lemon immediately goes to child porn.
I think they want the opportunity to read the internet. Are you suggesting we should shut down the internet?
No, but you don't own the internet. I'm asking you about you and your responsibility.
Okay, so this is obviously, I take it back, this is set up at Don Lemon arranged this, or he arranged this? Oh, no, he arranged this. Okay, so he has a Tesla with fucking bull horns on it. That is so crappy.
In your platform, and so I see how you feel now. You don't agree. We don't agree on this.
Yes, you want censorship and I don't.
No, I don't want censorship.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Don. Be honest about that. He's completely honest that shit's not okay, but it's on Twitter because it's not illegal and he doesn't want censorship. You can be honest and say you want censorship because you don't think humanity can handle some things.
Yes, you do. No, I want responsibility. I think
That's not responsibility. That's, again, censorship. Responsibility is you, I don't know, not doing this stuff and choosing to live a decent life. But we can't hold people posthumously responsible. Or can we? Is that the wrong term? I think posthumously, isn't that the wrong one? No, you're responsible for afterward. You're dumb. Shut up, Johnny.
You desperately want censorship.
No, if I want a censorship...
You want censorship so bad you can taste it.
No, that's not true. It's not...
Yes, it is. You're from CNN.
True. I think that there's right and wrong. And I think that...
You want censorship.
And I think that when you have a platform that's as big as yours and as powerful as yours and as influential as yours, and you are a person...
Again, the idea that this stuff influences people. The idea that I didn't think anything about the Jewish community until I saw that cartoon with the guy with the ridiculously long nose, and then I went, they do control everything. I got bad news for you, Don. By the time you're reaching Twitter for your anti-Semitic entertainment, you've already been, how shall we say, skewed. Nobody tell him that 4chan's a thing. It'll fucking kill him. Oh, boy. So, Egg Picker, it'll be wild when we tweet from the brain, especially if you can't control that shit. Oh, boy. So, more information is coming out about why Don Lemon was fired from X. And as you remember, he made his big valiant posts about, they don't want someone criticizing, whatever. As we all know, a bunch of bullshit. Well, that interview is probably part number 1. Part number 2, as it turns out, might be this little tidbit of information. Don Lemon, a report shows that Don Lemon demanded a free Cybertruck, millions of dollars, and much more from Twitter before having his show canceled. So Don Lemon demanded the sun, the moon, and the stars from SpaceX boss before being unceremoniously dumped this week, the Post has learned. The ex-CNN anchor sent over an astronomical wish list to Elon Musk during contract talks to host a show on the billionaire's social media platform X, including a free Tesla Cybertruck, a $5 million upfront payment on top of an $8 million salary, an equity stake in the multi-billion-dollar company. and the right to approve changes in X policy as it relates to news content, according to a document. So, oh my God, he did not only... I don't know that he was going to be a moderator. He wanted to be a moderator. So he wanted a free truck, equity in X, and to have all news decisions run by him. Oh my God. Holy Jesus. And then on top of that, he uppity says, I mean, you're not wrong. It's hard to see why. Well, let's check in on how is his show doing? Well, according to information, nobody is watching, one media watcher told the Post. Poor Don, he doesn't realize people watched the first interview because of Elon, not him. Watching the Elon interview reminded everyone how much they dislike Don. Lemon's second show with tech journalist Kara Swisher was posted on X and YouTube last Wednesday and has garnered just 190,000 and 93,000 views, respectively, as of Tuesday morning. That's a fraction of the views from his interview with Musk, posted to both sites on March 18th, which has amassed 2.2 million views on X and 1.2 million views on YouTube as of Tuesday. What's more is Kara Swisher didn't even repost the interview on X, which to me, the person writing this, which to me means she wasn't much into it, and that's not good for Lemon's future. For Lemon to come close to raking in the salary he made at CNN, estimated between $4 million and $7 million, he will have to launch a subscription model, get sponsors for his shows to do product placement, according to Alex Taub, a co-founder and CEO of Truth Arts. How you monetize content is through ads, and how you get ads is through eyeballs, Taub told the Post. A source with knowledge of X's monetization told the Post, if he got the numbers he got with the Musk interview, he would be considered a low to mid-tier creator. Oh God, so I really am like, why do you do this? I'm not even I'm on the just self-abort tier creator. All right, I got to see, what was this? Let's check out. Do you want to see a couple of minutes of this thrilling interview with our good buddy Don Lemon? Let's check out let's check this out for a second quick and then probably bail. We'll give him a view. You know what? We'll give him a view. Let's search Don Lemon. Don Lemon, and I'm not going to follow anybody, but different people talking about it. At Don Lemon, host of the Don Lemon Show, streaming everywhere now. All right, where is the Don Lemon Show? Okay, so here's the Don Lemon Show. What's this one? Timestamps, Monique's appearance on CNN. Monique's past appearance on CNN. Oh, my God. Holy shit. So he's just... It's worse. It's worse than I thought. Oh, here. I don't think we're going to watch any of them. But it's literally like he's one of us, like streamers. Why was Elon so uncomfortable answering my questions? Does me being black and gay have some... Oh, my God. Episode 2 with Kara. So your episode with Kara Swisher, you literally resolve... No. He wasn't uncomfortable. He wasn't expecting to get ambushed with a bunch of questions calling his platform racist and needing intense moderation. You being black and gay doesn't bother any of us. In fact, the fact that you won't shut up about it is probably the thing that bothers most of us. I think most of us are very, very uncomfortable with the fact that you're black and gay. So you know what? Sure. Why not? We're very uncomfortable with it. We'll just say we are. We're not. We're very comfortable with it. We're uncomfortable, and I know I misspoke earlier. We're very uncomfortable with it. You won't shut up about it, like I said. But yeah, just pretend we are, I guess. Pretend we are, Don. Let's see how Kiro looks like at that. Again, I can't imagine why his show doesn't do better viewers. And why I have no idea why that suddenly happened. Stickers are available.
Comfortable sitting in front of a gay black guy?
Probably more gay than black, I would think. I hate to say that, but I don't know. I don't know.
I hate to say that. Yeah, again, followed by the I don't know. Here's the answer to that. Do you think he was uncomfortable sitting in front of a gay black guy? No, I think you were being a horrible douche. I think you were being a dick. I think you were being very pointed in your arguments, and you were using very open-ended terms, and you pissed off your boss. So more importantly, not only do I think he wasn't uncomfortable with you because you were black and gay, I think he didn't fire you because you were black and gay. I think the whole black and gay part is, again, something you need to settle. The rest of us have moved on. Slap some Arctic snowball on Don Lemon's face nonstop, please. Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay.
Fans haven't answered questions from...
I don't think he likes control beyond himself.
Lady, do you realize who you're talking to? You're talking to Don Lemon, the guy who said, like, if I'm going to be at CNN, I have to control the news. Egg picker, as opposed to being white and gay like Aaron. All right, I'm just gonna drop that. It's again, it feels like a chatty, like, and this is, by the way, that's a clip on his Twitter. That's not a clip that somebody clipped out of look at Don Lemon being a catty gay guy. Being a stereotypical catty gay guy. Do you think he has a problem with me because I'm gay? Obviously, it can't be what I did. It can't be what I said. It can't be my performance. It has to be the one part of my life that I shove in everybody's face all the time. Or in his case, the two parts. Obviously, every time something goes wrong, it's not because of me or what I do. Even though I worked at CNN. I've been at the peak of news journalism. No. The whole reason everyone's out to get me is not because I'm a horrible person who behaves badly, who's bad at his job. None of those things. It's only because I'm black and gay. Because nowhere in the world has that existed before. And he obviously is getting persecuted every minute for it. I thought Don Lemon was bald. CNN trademarked the hairstyle. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's close that out. So Don Lemon, not doing really, really, really well at all. Guess we're going to have to wave off Don Lemon. I don't think he's coming back. I think that I dare to say I think that's the last time I'm going to be talking about Don Lemon. If I'm lucky, because I'll tell you this, I'm not going to be watching his show. Not as some sort of, I hate Don Lemon and I'm going to boycott. I'm going to, I can watch, I mean, there's just so many examples of just watching a person be catty like that. Let's go to this video. This is 2 minutes long, and it's just titled, Oh No. And so I don't know the story behind this, and I don't know what's going on, but go. Okay. How do you not feel someone playing with your hair? She's tugging on your hair. How do you not feel her tugging on your hair? What could she possibly have done to deserve this? What could she possibly have done to deserve this? This seems horrible. Let's catch up with the chat as opposed to being white gay. I thought Donald was bald. If he wouldn't have told me a million times that he was, I would still think that he is, but at least I wouldn't know or care as much. You're right. After the 50th time you tell me, I hate it either way. Right? Like, if I was on an interview with Don Lemon, and it would never happen, but God fuck me if I could be on an interview with Don Lemon, I would be so happy. Like, if I was on an interview with Don Lemon and he brought up being black and gay, I'd be like, really? When will you put that crutch down? As someone who literally has crutches in his name, when are you going to put that crutch down? And excuse me, like, everything in your life is always, oh, I'm black and gay, and that's why it happened. Oh, did they have a problem with me because I'm black and gay? It's like, no. Have you ever considered that maybe you're just a piece of shit, and the black and gay part the rest of us could give a fuck about? And hell, if you'd shut up about it for 5 seconds, you'd find out that maybe all of us really don't give a fuck about either one, or the fact that you're both at the same time. None of us care. You're the only one who does. Shut up about it, Don, and start taking responsibility for your own goddamn actions. It's not because you're black. It's not because you're gay. It's because you suck, and you do shitty things, and you have shitty opinions. And again, speaking of shitty, why? What's the because she put her hair over your TV screen? Because she put her hair over your TV screen? You couldn't ask her to move her hair? Oh, dude, never mind. Okay, I'm starting to feel less bad for her now. She's starting to seem more like she's earned it. Because you tried to get the hair out of the way, and she flipped it right back. How bad is this going to get? I'm starting to not feel bad. Probably related. Dude, if they're related, then I'm long-haired and on a plane. Oh, God, I just caught Rex Start's bit. I'm long-haired and I'm on a plane. Of course I put gum in my hair. All right, so now we got the clip. Oh, now we're clipping her hair. Okay, so now I thought she was gonna get lollipopping in this. Now we're toenail clipping her hair. I want to see the inevitable cat fight after this. I mean, probably related at the very least. You better be, otherwise this is assault.
For landing, please ensure your seatbelt is fastened, your seat back and tray table are in the upright and locked position, and your aisle armrest is lowered. If your seat has a video monitor, that's for heads in. Finally, please check around your seat for any remaining cups, glasses, or any other items you'd like to discard.
All right, I gotta see how this ends. She dunked it. She's gotten not one but two pieces of gum in it. We got she's clipping it with the fingernails. Really, like, dude. Was it the whole flight? I mean, staged video. No way she didn't turn around after flicking? I don't know. Again, she's feeling shit. Oh my God, and just again with no concern for the people behind her. This, I feel like staged might be right. Staged might be right. All right. And then we don't get, I want to see how that ends. Just pet the hair and whisper so pretty. Oh, dude, don't even do that. Just sit up once and lean over and just give it a good sniff. Ladies do not like it if you sniff their hair. Just lean in really close. Just be like, And that's all you'll need. She'll want to switch seats. That's all you got to do. Not staged. People do this shit. Humans are trash. Period, says Mikey. I mean, not to break kayfabe, but total fake vid, says Cheeseburger. You would feel the weight, says Mr. Q. That's again why I say, really? She didn't notice? She didn't feel the hair getting tugged on with the gum? She didn't feel the hair with the dunky dunk? Really? You wouldn't notice all of that? Like, she's noticing that someone's touching it, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. That one, Pablo Diab, be a Biden? Well, I don't think people would naturally creep away from you if you were a Biden. Hell, some people, especially if they are agents of other governments, would creep right up to you. So they can give you your payouts because you're the big guy. You know, Joe Biden, the president, and also the big guy, you know, taking millions of dollars. Again, Donald Trump is a horrible criminal. I know, horrible criminal. He's accused in civil court of defamation. I know, what a horrible person. But we do actually have a sitting president that seems to have used his position as vice president and now president to enrich himself at the expense of the American taxpayer and America's economy. So when you weigh those two as far as criminals go, one guy seems like a dick, the other guy seems like he should be... I'm just saying, why hasn't Biden been booked for a razor board appointment yet? Just saying. All right, so there was that video. I don't know if I want to talk about Sage Steele and her belief that God, or not God, that the devil... Oh, wait, no. Is this it? Oh, never mind. That's her talk. This is her talking. I need a timestamp. Where do you bring up that it was all that the devil tried to silence you? Where do if we can find a most replayed segment? Yep, can't find it. Don't care. All right, so yeah, a lady believed that the devil tried to silence her with a golf ball. I was going to talk about it, but yeah, fuck that noise. I'm not going to. That's a 2-hour movie. Not even movie. It's a 2-hour speech in some sort of weird kind of like, I don't know, like Square Garden Arena kind of setting. I don't want to see her talking to thousands and thousands of people. And again, most of them there because apparently she's Christian, and so she's like, hey, I tried to speak out against SportsCenter and they silenced me because of COVID. And so, and then the devil tried to silence me with a golf ball. Like, I don't know if you know this or not, but the devil couldn't have been doing that because the devil was too busy pushing COVID. So why would he try to silence you? You were stopping the vaccine. Because again, if you remember, according to Kenneth Copeland, COVID was the work of the devil. And Kenneth Copeland made it go away. All right, and that's why we don't suffer from COVID anymore, because Kenneth Copeland summoned... By the way, how do people give money to someone who looks like literally an agent of Satan? He looks like an agent of Satan. And when he talks, he kind of has the presence of like, yeah, this guy probably eats babies in his spare time. And when he says it with a smile, that's when it looks like it even more. I heard another weird cannibal story earlier. I could find that if you want. I have... Oh, are you saying we don't have enough content? I have a whole fourth or third hour that I still have yet to do, and we have overtime stuff. So I appreciate that, but we're good. I mean, it's really kind of... I'm not opposed. You know what I need? I need to make a little funding on the show, but today looks like it's going to be a relative... Oh, which one? A message from Ryan Oz Klein saying fake as fuck, and I am going to ask him which and to call into the show. Oh, 3 minutes ago? It's got to be the chicks. It's got to be the chicks on the plane. Which, comma, call in, question mark. We'll see if Oz wants to call in. We'll hear from him quick before we and while we do that, I will load up our third hour stories. So third hour stories, we have a story about Kevin Bacon that's kind of, I don't know, it's heartwarming. I wanted to do something nice, something fun, something not, hey, by the way, we're all in a toilet bowl and someone hit the lever, so we're swirling around. But, oh boy. I don't know if I'm going to, is this RFT? Yeah, we didn't have this in an actual, so we'd have to rip it and read it. I've only got a half hour left. I don't know that I'll do that. We've got a bunch of Twitter videos that made it into the last hour. Let's see if any of these are super worth going. All right, yeah, that one's going to be fun for sure. We're doing that before the end of the day. Let's get into this one. Oh, God, that one's going to be fun. And what's the third one? Boop, ba-doop, boop, ba-doop, boop. And now my phone's beeping. Hey, No Pen 15 Fathead, thank you very much for donating $5 to the show. Let me go knock that off the thing we have up here. That is super duper awesome. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and kick that. Where is it at? It's on the 28th. I know it's in there somewhere. I had it up there earlier. There it is. And hey, 5 means that knocks it down to 10. $10 on the 28th. And by the way, like I said, the 28th, Thursday, this Thursday, I have an appointment. I'm going to go to it and hopefully be back in time to do the show. I am not going to delay the show if I can avoid it, and I am going to try to just come back and do the show. Hopefully, no delay. Like I said, we'll see. Whatever happens, happens. We'll go live as soon as we're back, and we'll do a show as long as we can. I went to that church a couple of times. Creeped me out. Went the church with Kenneth Copeland? Dude, again, Kenneth Copeland is a disgustingly scary figure to look at. Like in terms of, and for someone, like I said, for someone who is a religious figure and a preacher and everything like that, he kind of has the face and the appearance that you're like, yeah, that guy's a demon. Like, he looks like the guy that plays the demon in all of the movies, like the slick, smooth-talking demon, not like the devil in the Midnight Show interview demon. Oh, by the way, for those who care, our kitty Tegra, everyone. Tegra, the kitty. All right. So, yeah, scary motherfucker to look at in general. As a human being, just god awful. Whoa. All right. So this one, I should have put this at the beginning of the show. Hey, remember how I said people prone to violence, conclusions, and whatnot? Somebody want to tell me what these fine folks are fighting over? Do we even have audio? Give me audio. Oh, no. Oh. Okay, so it was me. All right, so we just have a slap fight. It's a slap fight. Oh, no.
Pick up your head. Pick up your head, sis.
She gonna get your weave. Oh, you did not just... was that the... did you just throw a bonnet at that? You don't throw a bonnet at a bitch. Oh, no. Fighting over her man's dick on Tuesday. Oh, no. Look, who's fighting over whose man's dick? Because let's be honest, if you're the man... If you're the man, which of these two are you going for? Because I'm saying right now, looking at it, I'm feeling like this one's the more attractive one. That one looks like the pudgier one. But I can't... They haven't sat still long enough for me to get a good look at the faces. Or are they being blurred deliberately? No, they're not being blurred deliberately. Yeah, I'm nope. Now that we're zooming out again, I don't know. That's a lot of back end. I don't mind. I don't mind a lady with a little more, but that's a lot of a back end to solve. You got to have a personality to overcome that for me. I'm gonna have to get to know you first before I can find that attractive. fighting over the last Taco Supreme from Taco Bell. It's Taco Tuesday, after all. Thank you, St. Caesar. All right, so she's putting it up. You guys need to battle it out in, what's the Backyard Brawl frickin' show that I've been watching now that I can't remember on YouTube? Fuck, I don't remember. Who sanctioned this fight? You are not allowed to do weird, slappy gorilla fists from above like that. That is not okay. That is not okay. All right, so this lane is good. And yeah, so just, weird. All right, so yes, let's, again, continue. Oh, you about to lose a weave, and now we got a gut poking out. Yeah, I don't have a winner anymore. I don't have a winner anymore. I bet she has a great a great personality, so I could overlook her minor physical imperfections.
When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade.
That's Walgreens, not Oz. For those of you hoping that it was Oz, it was not Oz. It's Walgreens. They want me to order more dick for medication. They say, what's a dick for? I say, something you pee with. All right. On the next season of Power Slap from the Ghetto. From the Ghetto. By God, that lady, that boob was torn in half. We had a titty pop out, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, that itty bitty had a titty. All right, well, that's the end of that clip there. Oh, man. I am too skinny for a girl that thick, says Mr. Q. I mean, I'm too skinny for a girl that thick. You don't know until you try, all right? When's the last time you sat down and really let yourself get just completely laid upon by a plump woman? And if you never have, then I guess you just haven't lived. All right, so that was on the Venmo, and we'll make sure this one is, yes, you have to make sure it's me. It's me. And there we go. Show all. We don't have anything from today, right? I don't want to miss anybody from... No, wait. That's the... So was it Venmo or PayPal? Was it on both? Oh, this was from yesterday. Oh, no wonder why. Okay, now I just can't tell. Okay, so that was great. Thank you very much for the $5. That's super awesome. We're doing another 20 minutes of show. Oh, boy, that was a fun one. Okay, so that video's done. This one, now we go from one video of would you to another video of what would you do in this situation.
What we got going on here, huh?
Get the camera on my face.
What we got going on here, huh? What's y'all? Hey, don't fucking junior me, man. Don't fucking junior me, man. It's your third time this week popping up at my motherfucking house without letting me know you gonna pop up. Huh? You fucking eat chicken? And you got these little ass shorts on? What's wrong with y'all, man? What the hell y'all got going on? You got your legs wide open? Drinking this? No, I ain't fucking tripping. You think I'm stupid or something? What the fuck y'all got going on? I don't give a damn what. Say, man, what's going on, huh?
What's going on? I'm frying chicken for my man. That's it. And why are you recording? Get the camera out.
Well, your man just got here. And I come home. Think about this shit. I'm coming home to my motherfucking pops in the kitchen with my goddamn girl put these little ass shorts on.
And then it was a stabbing. Oh, boy. Is that, again, this is another one of those, like, is that fake? I gotta ask. Is that... Mr. Q, which one is the fat one, John Doe? All of the above. Yes, if we're completely honest, I don't know if there wasn't a fat one in that video. That video had a plethora of plus-size people, if we're honest. So let's close that there. Thank you again, everybody. Whoa. What happened to Rumble? Did Rumble go down or something? Because, I mean, our viewership on Rumble, like, kind of with one with the other. And now this, like, wow. What the heck? I guess on Rumble they're really not enjoying the show. We were up super high with everything else earlier, like up to 20, like we usually get up to 20 over there, and now it's at 6. Jesus. Buzzard Bob jumping in. Good to see you, Buzzard Bob. Let's go ahead and check out this kind of feel-good story thing that we had that I thought it'd be fun, just not something quite so serious for, one goddamn minute. So the school in Utah, Payson High School, where the iconic movie Footloose was filmed, is apparently getting closed. So the school where they filmed Footloose is going to shut down and close. And as a result of that, they wanted someone to attend their last dance at the school. So let's do this. And of course this is who's talking about. Go, lady.
Payson High School is relocating at the end of the summer, and the students thought it would be really cool. They started a social media campaign to get Kevin Bacon to attend their final dance. Here's the moment he broke the news to them.
Thank you, and I'm gonna come. I gotta come.
I just realized how horrible of a sound drop I can get off of this.
And I'm gonna come. I gotta come.
I think I need to grow. Am I wrong, or is that a really great clip? Like, I could use that for a lot of things. Like I literally, I don't know what this guy was thinking. Oh, wait. I don't know what this guy was thinking. Hold on. Come on. Don't dick me now. All right, screw it. Boop. Oh, shit. Now we've gone too far.
Thank you, and I'm gonna come. I gotta come.
That's gotta be the best. He's gonna come, all right. Right? There we go. Pair that one up with Trump's "I'm gonna come," right? That works better. That works right next to let's see. That'll fit beautifully next to
I'm gonna come.
Do not come.
All right, so hold on.
Do not come.
Thank you, and
do not come.
I'm gonna come. I gotta come.
I'm gonna come.
And the "I'm gonna come, I gotta come," and the audience cheer. I feel like the three of those are beautiful. Was Phil Smalls, Bud Bob, I saw you pissed off some truckers over. Okay, whatever. Hey, Buzzy, everybody else, welcome to the show. Glad to see you. Glad to have you. Glad to have the numbers we do on Twitch. Twitch numbers usually start going down a little bit towards the end of the show. Right now, they're up kind of a little higher. And again, the weird part about the Rumble thing, like, did we lose? Like, I'm just
I'm telling them, keep your pants
so
on.
shocked about Rumble. All right, I have no idea what... I just got a weird request. Can you print me off 3 1099 miscellaneous from... What? Okay. I guess I have to bring my own paperwork for Aaron to fill out for tax purposes. Awesome. Literally, people are just like, Aaron needs to pay you more. Like, yeah, if he could, he would. Like, that discussion has been had. Like, if he could, he would. I don't know if today's show was any clue for anybody. If he could, he would. He doesn't really have, like, and this is the weird part for the people like, oh, $150 is half of your month's profit. He doesn't live off of his profits. The profits is what the show makes after the fact, which means if he loses all that money, the show is literally breaking even. Then it's costing him. So, again, I like Rumble, but it doesn't hardly ever work for me, says Mr. Q. A lot of people like Rumble, but I don't know why the Rumble viewership is tanked. Just completely tanked out. I'm an ugly chud. It's probably my fault. But at any rate, yeah, so I guess now I have to print my own tax paperwork. But that's the one. Like, people are just like, oh, yeah, dude. He should pay you more, whatever. I'm like, yeah, and I know this from personal experience. He could if he would. Or he could if he would. Why can't you stop fucking with my brain? Goddamn MS. He would if he could. And you know what? Maybe someday he will. But breaking even is still 600 plus a day, and still you make no money. Yeah. I'm helping a friend, man. I'm helping a friend. I do this because I learned how to from him. If things get better, he'll be good for me. It's, you know what? Maybe I'm not doing myself any favors. I don't care. I'm not super burned about it. Like I said. 600 plus a day? Really? I don't know. Like I said, him breaking even is him and April getting paid very well. So apparently Johnny doesn't have the steps to keep up with Rumble. Van Drexel, his business model was never sustainable. Not entirely true. But I will say this: it in its current format, yeah, it's definitely got a lifespan. I don't know how much longer, because like I don't make a whole shit ton off of this. I do what I do. We do what we do. We get what we get. All right. So there was the that one. Did we want to do the SWAT team thing? I don't think so.
All right, I've been thinking.
Now we're getting
when
called by
life
us.
gives you lemons,
all right.
Don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad. I don't want you.
Sorry about that. Ryan Oz Klein calling into the show. Hey, Oz, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the show.
Welcome. Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. What do we got for you? Are you calling in about the flight story a minute ago, or what are you on?
Yep. And then smoke that shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can if you want to, but this is just me. I figured you were going to talk, so I had a moment. And I do have a clip for you to watch in a moment. So you're watching live, I assume, since you said smoke that shit. You're kind of keeping up with me.
Yep.
All right, then. So you're well aware what you're about, what's on the screen now, I assume?
Yep. It's probably about a 20-second lag, probably.
All right, about a 20-second lag. Okay. So I have a clip on here. It's 1 minute and 7 seconds long. I'll just hit play, and you can comment on it as it hits you, because I have a bunch of things I can say about this, but I've been getting weird Twitter wormholes lately, and so this was one of those Twitter wormholes. And
all right,
let's see. Here we go.
Want 5 guys?
What?
Do you want 5 guys?
I don't think I can handle that.
Oh
you
my
can't
God.
handle 5 guys?
No, I don't think so. That's kind of a lot to throw at somebody randomly.
It's just 5 guys.
Okay, well then can I pick them?
Yeah, you can pick whatever you want.
Okay, well I have some people in mind.
What do you mean?
I have some people in mind. If you're wanting to do this, I have some people in mind.
All right, so now do you think this is fake?
I'm not sure at this point, but she's actually effing hot.
Yeah,
so.
She's hot, but how many chicks do you know that are like, all right, so do you want 5 guys? And just
right.
Like how? Like I'm sorry, I don't know if women know men usually, but I don't think there are many of us out there. Like, you know what I really want to do? I've got this girlfriend. I kind of like her. Things are kind of nice. She's hot. I like getting with her stuff. How about I bring over like 4 of my best buds and we all just lay pipe to her, like all at the same time?
Right. Yeah, and plus their burgers are great.
Well, that's obviously the joke. Is he's talking about the restaurant. But again, like this is one where I got it. I'm like, no, this is too good. This is too good. This is fake.
Yep.
This is fake.
Yep.
I Buzzer Bob tournament. I don't like YouTube because the chat room is too small of print. I can't read or see it. So I like Twitch. Yeah, everybody likes their different platforms, buddy, and that's why I love the way we have it. The chat's on the screen as much as it can be, except for the Rumble chat. We let those people be free. I'm amazed they didn't cut more liberal during the Don Lemon segment. All right, so let's see where this ends with this chick and the 5 guys here. I'm gonna press play again.
I probably have the numbers in my phone.
Fuck!
It's 5 guys.
Yes, I know.
Do you want? It's the restaurant.
The restaurant?
Yeah, 5 guys.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
What are you talking about?
The restaurant.
All right, come on. No, again, you just happen to be filming this? Do you regularly film your significant other when you ask her about where you want to go to eat? Again, it seems too perfect. I think it's set up.
Right.
Yeah, and she starts cracking at the end. Mikey saying she's a terrible actress. By the way, I agree. I don't think.
Yeah, that's pretty much somebody with a couple bucks set her up. Yeah.
I don't even know with a couple of bucks. I think they just wanted to make a viral clip, and she was game for it because it's like, it's just funny.
Well, that's viral makes money, so.
Well, yeah. Either way, whether it was money motivated or not, she was cute and it was funny, so I thought it was worth it. So that'll be super fantabulous. But yeah, I think that was fake. I think the hair on the plane thing was fake. Also, I didn't want to believe it, but as it went on, I got to say that one looks fake. There's a couple of this couple has a bunch of these type of viral videos, all fake. Oh crap! So they're one of those. This is an operation. Yeah. Oh well, now I'm sad. If you're gonna pull that, show us your tits. No, I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, we already did the dad getting chicken. Oh man. I got to figure out what I'm going to do for the next 7 minutes. What do you have? You have anything going on? Laser engraving, gun shows, that kind of stuff? I'm kind of busy this week because Aaron bogarted me for Friday. So
just in my shop in the Eden Valley. So anyone wants anything laser engraved, they can come down to my shop. So
all right. And thank you very much for that, Oz. We already spoke. I'm going to try and pencil in a time for us to either meet up either at your shop or I have a Japanese restaurant I love eating at. So
my shop, and we're gonna walk down to the local pub and have a few of those things. So yeah.
All right, man. Well, hey, thank you for calling in and helping us out with that and being part of the show today. I really appreciate it, Oz. Always good to hear from you, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
All righty. The one, the only, the Oz, everybody. It's always fun when he calls in. I really got to figure out a way to get like in studio. But how would other people feel about in studio guests? Like I'd love to have Oz in the show and just hang out with Oz. That'd be fucking fun, man. Be a good time. But we've got 6 minutes left, so let's go through this. We covered a bunch of these things that we were going to cover. The drain, no, I don't want to do that one because that one's not. Okay, let's pull the audio down here and cycle through these quick. Hopefully, we've got a few here worth doing. Something to entertain the time. Nope, we've done that before. And did I go through all these already and forget to reload them? It's starting to look like it. I don't think I did this one. We didn't do this one. No way did I do this one. All right. I'm going to put this up on the screen. I don't remember if I talked about this video yesterday or not. I don't believe I did. So let's just leave this up on here. We've got a bouncer outside a club. And I have no idea what the F is about to happen, but I'm assuming alcohol is involved. So I'm guessing I haven't played this one because I would remember. DoorDash sucks, says Rabin. What? No, where are my fries? I'm still waiting. I'm sorry, dude. I can't help you with that. I'm not your DoorDash guy. Femi Lemmy saying he's alive. I thought he died from carbon monoxide poisoning from starting his car. No, man. He's alive and well, and doing the shows, especially driving in the morning, has been a bit of a thing, and money was a bit of a thing, and for Aaron doesn't like people doing shows with absolutely no money, and so Oz is currently just, he's doing good. He's doing his own thing. He's got his own gig. You have 2 kids. Why you go to a club that has a bouncer? Who has 2 kids? I have 1. Aaron has 3. I don't think Oz has any. And I don't know how many any of these people have. But this guy is not the drunk guy. This is not the drunk guy in question. I didn't go to a club. Does he think I'm really there? Does he believe I'm really there right now? Like I've traveled to these places? Does he think I captured all this video with my phone? I have bad news for you. I am a cripple. And so I grab as much as I can from the internet. And then I put it up here for everybody else. I do not go to all of these places and get the footage live. Just so we're clear. How about we play the... Because, there is a thing. All right. I immediately have a lot of questions. 1, is he trying to hump this dude? Because this looks like a humping. And also, 2, I don't know how drunk you are, but are you old enough to be drunk? You look like you shouldn't be allowed in a place. He didn't even hold back. Were you offended by Tard's stance? Hold on, wait a second. Is this the most offensive posture you've ever seen? I mean, yeah. He's leaning super hard, dick out kind of style. But what's he doing that's so wrong? I mean, why punchy right out the gate? I mean, okay. Does he look stupid? Absolutely. Was the approach dumb? Yeah. He looks dumb and he cut in line. Okay, cut in line. People did allow him to saunter through. This guy is moving like he's a noodle, just slipping through people. I don't even know how he's maintaining this. This is a posture that demands falling over. And he gets hit and just pops up. That is fucking booze for you, my friend. He just, boop, like, how did you, all right, I got another question. How did you not knock him over in one hit? Half of your job was done for you. He popped you once. You didn't. How did you not knock him to the ground from that position? He shook it off. And now people are pulling him aside. Whoa, bro, whoa. Again, I love the people pulling him aside, being like, whoa, dude, yeah, great time to jump in and get involved. And once again, and thank you, because I am using the clips for it, but still, phone, nobody doing anything but watching on their phone. Ugh. All right, so he does, for a minute there, it looked like maybe he had a gimp arm. And I was going to be like, all right, so the guy is got something going on. No. He's got both arms. So this dude is just a tard. And again, probably drunk. Wasn't in the mood for it, Johnny. Well, fine. Wasn't in the mood for it is fine. And I'm going to play it one last time to make my point. Wasn't in the mood for it, sure. But if you're going to start something, end something. You know what I mean? If you're going to bring it to blows, don't wade in. And again, one pop to the chest. The guy didn't even drop. He couldn't be limboing any harder back if he tried. Was Phil some whole spring break? Oh, it's absolutely spring break. It's spring break and stupid people. But my point is, that guy should not have been still standing. He survived that hit, took it running with a smile, made that guy look like a punk. Now where are we? Drugs, says Buzzard Bob. He knows how to take it, so no issue. Well, we've had an awesome time. I'm going to head out of here. I will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. for sure. Thursday at 2 p.m., balls crossed. And Friday, I'll be doing the Rumble exclusive show with Aaron. And I will be, what's it called? Doing this one. God, I'm sorry, I'm spacing on stuff. Going through a list of things I need to do in my head as soon as I get done. I'm retarded. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. It's been so awesome to do this. Thank you for supporting the show, whether you did a little, whether you did a lot. Hey, the Rumble numbers came back. Awesome. Came back up towards the end. Great. But we're going to get going. And, yeah, we'll be back again tomorrow. So that's the thing that we're doing. Grabbing, if you want to donate, there's links in the chat. They're pinned at the screen. The bits, the subs, the sound drops, it's all available. We'll try and get some more merch available for people who want it.
What the fuck? Hold on, fuck this fucking, how did you two fucking, fuck!
Game over.
Game over, man. Game over.
I'm a 50 terabyte self-evolving neural network double backflip off the high platform.